Steel Toe Morning Show.
Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the first of 3 giveaway goalless shows on the evening show this week. I've decided that we have a small little VIP order, so we got to add a few. So tomorrow night and Wednesday night, if you still want to contribute to the show, do what you usually do, that's fine. But we're not going to ask for a goal on any of the evening shows tonight or this week, as we're just going to give away some VIP stuff, do some drawings, things like that, generate for us in a way that also gives you a chance and also gives you guys a break from, this thing. Gives you a little break from that. We're going to knock everything out in the morning this week and call it good. It is prize night. It is Wednesday night. It's Monday night. It's prize night. And holy shit, here we go.
Are you ready?
Every prize night, I lose my mind.
Why?
Because I try to keep, I got to remember, I got to keep up with the names that are entering the $250 drawing. $15 PayPal, $20 Super Chat gets you 1,000 entries to the $250 drawing. We're going to be drawing for a members drawing. $100 is going to a random member. If you become a member tonight, you are entered. And all the VIPs are entered in a $100 drawing tonight. So, three drawings this evening. We've also got to give away Stoney's gift cards, which should be coming this week, correct?
Yeah, they should be.
Get those sent out. I'll talk to Cheetos. And then Midland Armory gift cards have to be given away as well. So, we will prompt you on the Midland. We will prompt you on the Stonies. We'll hang out with the chat a little bit at the beginning of the show. Then we'll give away those gift cards. Then we'll have drawings at 8, 8:30, and 9 o'clock Central.
Sounds good.
And then we'll wrap up the show from there. Anything over 45 qualifications for the big 250 drawing tonight goes towards tomorrow.
Nice.
We're already 35 into tomorrow morning. We appreciate that, you guys. A very generous crowd. That is definitely, since we started the offering plate thing, fucking with me.
Yeah?
Definitely fucking with me a little bit.
Think so?
I think they kind of admitted it this morning. They go, some of them said, look, I was always going to throw this in today, but I'm a bit of a sadist. And you turn a really lovely shade of red.
It looks good on your face.
Basically, they're looking at me and going, I like the way you beg, boy. And,
well, that's their prerogative.
It's
right?
amazing. The people who don't like this show, which is totally fine, that's the thing they beg, that's the thing they're upset about. Them, oh, you filthy e-beggar. And we go, well, yeah, we admit that. What else you got? Nothing, just that. And then the people who love the show, you would think, all these people who hate the show, they want to tell the people who love the show, look, he's a dirty e-beggar. Look, hate him like I do. And all our fans go, yeah, that's actually the fun part. We like watching him get nervous and worked up and we like holding his fate in our hands.
It's part of their good time they pay for.
It's part of the good time they pay for is holding my fate in their hands and toying with me, essentially. And thank you. You've kept us on the air. We left radio 3 years ago, and you guys kept us on the air since then. So thank you very, very much. Pelt becoming a member, a steel toe bro. Thank you, Pelt. Pelt's now in the in that $100 drawing. We'll do members at 8, VIPs at 8:30, and the $250 drawing at 9 o'clock when we'll do it. Mel Gibson after 12 beers. You're right. That guy failed horribly with this whole prize night thing. That should be an embarrassment that like shuts you down forever. But I think what we learned about that universe and why we had to detach ourselves from it is the lack of shame and dignity. And it turns you into like a dirty pig at a trough. And even for an e-beggar like me, I couldn't be associated with it anymore. Not only that, my audience hated it. So
it's not for me either.
What can you do? But yeah, that guy, I mean, Melton saying that he was going to do the illegal lottery thing and like filing complaints with the state government and then still failing, that should be embarrassing enough where you never come out again. But then again, like Red Bar murdered and slaughtered him and he didn't fight back at all and just went into hiding. And so I think he's used to kind of being humiliated. He might even have a humiliation fetish. We did it. Red Bar did it. Because, like, when Red Bar came after us, like, I don't know what he was so worried about and what he got so scared about. Red Bar's not a big, scary guy. You just say horrible shit right back at him.
He looks like he's about my size, by the way.
Right. Red Bar, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other people, no matter who you pick, probably about 6 times my size.
And 3 times my size. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know why he got so scared of Red Bar and was such a pussy about that, because we've had our own experience with Red Bar. You just laugh at him and make fun of him back, and it's not like anybody wins or anybody loses. You both just said your piece, and it's over. That's done. You don't need to fucking go into hiding. It's very sad. And like I said, with the lottery thing, that should be enough to just humiliate you. But I think if you have a shame fetish, you just keep her going.
I didn't know he was going to the state of Minnesota.
Months ago, yeah.
To turn us in.
It was going to shut the whole thing down, and we've just continued doing our prize shows uninterrupted since then.
What a fat loser. Sorry. Sorry, did I sneeze again?
It's just kind of
sorry.
Just kind of humiliating.
I didn't mean to do that.
If you had any dignity, that would definitely humiliate you. But it is prize night, so $15 PayPal, $20 super chat. There's the link in the chat. Qualify as many times as you'd like. Anything over 45 goes to tomorrow, but anything over 60, we do 2 drawings. So those are kind of the guidelines of that. All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and check it out. We got No Pen 15 Fathead qualifying for the drawing first tonight. Oh, boy, are you ready?
Yes, I'm always ready.
Throw Ben H into the drawing tonight.
Thank you.
Wild Card is going in the drawing.
Thanks.
Scott is going in the drawing. Scott L.
Thank you.
Jive Turkey is going in the drawing.
Thanks, dear.
And Kevin F. is going in the drawing. All right.
Well, that's not so bad. You guys didn't make my hand hurt yet.
And then we got 1, 2, Skip to My Lou entering the drawing. So there you go. Make her...
Thank you.
Make her work tonight. Looking in the mirror says numbers say otherwise. I mean, our numbers have gone way up since we left that whole thing. What are we, 400 in the morning on YouTube, 400 in the morning on Rumble, and then probably another 100 on Facebook and Twitter. So that's about anywhere from 800 and then to 1,000 and then 1,100 on Rumble Fridays. And we used to be at, what, 550?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're right. The numbers do say otherwise. We kind of catapulted past everybody, and here we are on our own. And we've always worked better as a show on our own. So thank you, looking in the mirror. I appreciate you making that clarification. Chef Low F Word says, yeah, free stuffs tonight. Yeah, we're going to be giving away, you know what? Let's split these in half. 2 of each to Rumble on the Stonies end, 2 of each to YouTube on the Stonies end. And then with Midland, this is tricky.
I'm sure to write down names.
With Midland, we'll give the 10 and the 50 away on Rumble and the 2 10s and the 2 20s away on YouTube. That way they each get $60 worth of free stuff. Tim B with 1999 says, I'm in the drawing. I love the blue April. She needed the money.
Thank you.
And I'll take a Midland, please. Oh, boy. Let's see.
Are you giving him away a Midland thing? Or
let's
not?
give him, what did we say, the 2 20s and 2 10s
That's
on
what
YouTube?
you said. Yes.
Give him a 10 to Midland as well. There you go. Oh, you also get 2 of the Steel Toe 5.5-inch vinyl stickers when you qualify for the $250 drawing. Make sure you contact April.
Thank you.
To get those.
Yes, if a mod could put my info in the chat, that'd be cool.
Yes, and then we'll get all that stuff out to you. 383 Novocaine with $20. Thank you very much. He's in, and he also gets those 2 drawings. So you guys are off to a hell of a start. Let's put 2 in for Pelt. Pelt in for 2. And Mindy and Riley each in for 1.
Nice. Thank you.
Well, there we are. This thing continues to take off. Yeah, that is the amazing thing is like we went to Rumble and we stopped with any of that gay middle-aged man drama has-been shit. And like all of our stuff just took off from there. Like we just started, like Rumble went insane. And then YouTube kind of held, but like YouTube's holding while we're being throttled, while we're being choked off, while they're basically trying to tell us we don't want you here. And we're still holding sway there. And the Rumble's gone bananas. I mean, it's overtaking YouTube. It's crazy.
Our amount of complaints have gone down too. You guys are remarkably boring to cover.
Yeah, I mean,
you're still listening.
And the people complaining about it just don't exist anymore. Gray Duckling with 1999 says, what the duck? Well, you're in there.
Thank you, sir.
Gray Duckling. Greasy says, Greasy needs some gun parts. All right, let's get Greasy N-word. You know what? We got 2 to Midland. Let's give, you know what? Greasy's never gotten a Midland Armory gift card before, I don't think. Give Greasy $50 to Midland Armory tonight.
Nice.
There you go.
I have to write this down now.
Yeah, everybody just gets random. Everyone just gets random shit on prize night.
Make sure both, if you want your stickers that you're buying and getting with your entry or any of these prizes, make sure you message me or you won't get them.
Right. We need your information so we can send that stuff out to you. Eccentric Sea Wizard is in the drawing tonight. As is Sam
dear.
W. saying, Heil April, looking great in the nice blue shirt.
Thank
you. It complements your hair nicely.
Oh, thanks.
You guys are a lot sweeter with your compliments than I am with April's shirt. I just go, that shirt's fucking hot. And I just kind of grab her like a toy.
Yeah.
And I go, I want to fuck it. Ah!
I do like this shirt.
It's remarkably violent.
I have basically the same thing in like a hot red, and it's like my new favorite thing is these muscle tees.
Hulkamash Baby says, as someone who hated the drama, I feel like Steven and Django. Thank you, Hulkamash. You're welcome, Aaron. You know, that's true. And a lot of our old school people, told me, they're like, I watch a lot more than I used to. It's just a funnier, better show now. And, anyone can get caught up in horse shit. Can happen to the best of us. We all make mistakes. I make a lot of them. And I'll tell you this, I'm going to make more.
We're all pieces of shit.
As a guy who's blown up his career numerous times, I'm a cockroach. I'm always going to survive. Sean says, I'm invisible. Aaron never sees me. Of course, that's
I
not
see
true.
you. Sean also said, send all dick pics to me.
Oh, send all dick pics to me.
I'd rather him.
Wait, me? Yeah, right.
His DMs are wide open, boys.
I always respond to you. I grade them 1 to 10.
Inches?
No, just kind of a personal rubric that I have.
Have you ever seen a 10? That's a fussy one, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Raz of Chaz says, I want a $50 to Stoney's so I can get my wife drunk at the comedy show. Maybe I'll get laid. All right, give him a 25. Give him a 25 because, look, if I give him the 50, I feel like I'm complicit if something illegal happens.
Wow.
But if I give him 25, I've done a gentlemanly thing, but I've also maintained his wife's honor.
Okay.
Which is very sweet of
Well,
me.
she married him. I don't know how much honor's left.
Patrick B with $20. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're in.
Very good. You're in the drawing and 2 stickers. Again, contact April to get those sent your way. Okay, so we have a shitload of people qualifying for this thing right off the bat. How
17.
much? 17 already.
My hand doesn't hurt yet, guys.
There you go. $15 PayPal, $20 Super Chat for 1,000 entries to the $250 drawing and 2 stickers. Enter as many times as you'd like. Okay, I'm going to give away Midland on YouTube right now. Midland Armory. MidlandArmory.com. And thank you, Pumice Stoned, for the $19.99. Pumice Stoned is in there. We have 2 20s and a 10 to Midland Armory here on YouTube. So I'm going to just have everybody who wants something from Midland just pop up in the chat, say you want something from Midland, and I'm just going to pick somebody at random. And it's the less you've gotten from Midland Armory, the better chance you have of winning.
Okay.
I'll put it that way.
Here we go.
So
how do you know who's won?
I'm gonna go by
You're
recognition.
By taste and
if I recognize, let's let's check it out. I'm gonna go down here. Delco Lou says Venmo still 15. Yes. Oh, yeah. Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo as well if you want to qualify. Dan Campbell. Give Dan Campbell $20 to Midland Armory. I never give Dan Campbell anything from Midland Armory.
Thank you. Message me.
Don Lemonade says, I haven't gotten Midland in a year now. Used to clean house, though. Give him $10 to Midland then.
Don Lemons.
David Denomid. Tim, I think I just gave Tim a bunch to Midland. I love Tim.
Tim just got 10.
Okay. So, Tim got 10 tonight. Okay. The last $20 is going to go to Erica W.
Nice.
We're going to hook Erica up with $20. So there we go. That's the YouTube contingent. And now on Midland, we have a $10, correct?
Yep.
All right, Rumble. Who wants $10 to Midland Armory? Now it's Rumble's turn. Now, Rumble has a little bit more of a delay than YouTube does. But anyone on Rumble who wants some Midland Armory, let it be known now in the chat. Pop up, raise a hand, make a comment, whatever the case may be. And we'll get one of you set up with something to Midland Armory. And I think, it's a $10 gift card to Midland Armory, which, by the way, you can use online at midlandarmory.com. So you can be from anywhere in the United States. Chef Lo F Word, let's give it to him.
All right.
And now Chef Lo F Word, if somebody in the Rumble chat wants to put April's contact stuff in there so that he knows where to go to send that information so we can get it out to him.
Thank
all
you,
right.
guys.
So we're all good on Midland Armory. Okay.
Yes.
I've got a 25. I've got, I got to get your arm out of the way there. I got a 25, 2 10s, and 2 50s to Stonies to give away. Everybody, whether you're on Rumble or YouTube, just go ahead. If you want free shit from Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville, just start making noise now in the chat. Just start commenting, and I'm going to pick you all out. Rumble, YouTube, everybody, throw them out there. Who wants free shit? It's prize night. We got a lot of stories and topics to cover tonight, but we got to give free shit away. And then we got to get people signed up for that big $250 drawing, which there's the links in the chat. Ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Give me Stonies to take the wife out for the anniversary. Okay. Waltz ball.
Are you Walls Balls? What'd you do?
Well, just write down Waltz ball. He'll get in touch with you.
25.
Let's give him a 25. Sure, this is the YouTube end now.
All right, thank you. Message me.
David Denominici says, I really need one, but I want the pesky ATF knowing. Oh, that's Midland. Okay, so I'm behind here. Granite City says, I'm impressed with the prize show. Really like how you give back to the community. Thank you, Granite City.
Thanks,
Granite
buddy.
City's going to be at the anniversary show. Give him a 10 to Stonies just for being a kiss ass. I like that.
As he gets drunk and beats your ass.
I'm going to fuck him up in bags this year.
He's like half your size and he beats you
I'm
going
going to fucking smoke him.
I think he's literally my height. He beats your ass.
I don't think that.
Consistently.
I was going to say I don't think that motherfucker ever throws against me, but I think he did last year.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
What do we have left for YouTube Stonies?
You tell me, boy.
We've got 2 25s. We've got a 10.
A 10 and 2 50s.
A 10 and 2 50s. Give Jive Turkey a 10.
Thank you.
Don Lemonade says, I'll take 50. Don Lemonade, I feel like Don Lemonade's...
Don't look at
No,
me.
he used to win a lot of Midland. Give him 50 to Stonies. I got to space this out a little bit, though, because I'm just picking all the first people.
Is Stoney's going to be pissed that we're spending all this shit on one day? Like, he's going to be fine, right?
Well, he wouldn't give them away if he wasn't fine.
That's right, because a lot of these people hold them.
Loki Wolf Whisperer, give him $50 to Stonies. I feel like I never give Loki Wolf Whisperer anything.
Okay.
Hook him up with $50 to Stonies. Thank you very much to Gray Duckling for the $1.99. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right, now I got to go over to Rumble and see who wants Stonies. Here we go. Chevrolet JB, give him one of the 25s to Stonies over on Rumble. I feel like I just gave Walls Balls something. Diglett, let's give Diglett $50 to Stonies.
Thank you, Diglett.
Let's give Danger
I like
Bear
that
Wolf
name.
Turtle $25 to Stonies. Let's give Rumble Pony $10 to Stonies. Let's give Black Malice $10 to Stonies. Do I have anything left?
150.
I have one $50 gift card to Stonies. Give it to Wild Card over on Rumble. There we go.
He is stacked.
Is he
man.
really? Fuck, I
Oh,
picked the big one.
stacked.
Shit, my bad.
Well,
Well, hey, human error.
I
It
think
happens.
those guys also spread the word of steel toe everywhere,
Yes,
and
very much
they
so.
bring people to the party.
In April, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle has qualified for the $250 drawing. Thank you very much to that
Thank
gentleman.
you.
We appreciate that. I think we're somewhere around 20. Delco Lou put him in there. He is in the drawing for tonight.
That's 20.
So there we are. We're at 20. 25 more, and it goes into, all your stuff goes into tomorrow morning. And if we get to 60 people qualified, we do two $250 drawings. So there you go. There's the links in the Rumble and YouTube chats. PayPal, Streamlabs, $15, Venmo, $15, $20 on YouTube, $15 on Rumble, and you get 2 of our 5.5-inch vinyl stickers, and you qualify for our $250 drawing we'll be doing later this evening. Okay, so I think we are all caught up. We've got a lot of people writing very funny shit. I want to do a couple of those. Mel Gibson, after 12 beers, says, give me that German coin. It'll complete my infinity stones. I believe him.
I do too.
I believe him. Need Trump says, spread it out, but as long as you give it away, they'll probably make good money. Yeah, I mean, they'll definitely, those people will keep, pouring drinks down there.
Yeah, that's true. They'll keep drinking.
I think the people with the gift cards will be a little generous that evening. I believe.
Well, it's also, there's how many people buying tickets.
Yeah. 1-2 Skip to My Lou says, this is chaotic generosity. That's what the prize night thing is.
Yes.
That's why it just seems so jealous and weird to be a hater of it. Because it's just like chaotic generosity. You're like, no, it's bad. It's like, okay, you've got a problem, not us.
Maybe they don't have a bunch to give away.
Okay, I'm going to get this right. Mr. Approachable. Yes, Mr. Approachable is in the drawing for this evening. I always fuck up him and King Kong Dong's name.
Thank you.
Black Jake from State Farm. There you go. He did put the address in that PayPal, so I will send that over to you.
No, I'll just.
She's going to do the Kevin Brennan. Let me get a picture of this. Thank you very much,
on my
Black
phone
Jake
forever.
from State Farm. There you go. So he's in there. You got Black Jake from State Farm.
Black Jake.
Perfect. All right, the first thing we have to
Thank
mention. 1-2 Skip to My Lou says mine went through, didn't it? Yeah, wasn't he one of the first ones?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, 1-2 Skip to My Lou. You are in, buddy. Very good. Hey, Mr. Approachable, better late than never. Rupert with 1999 says Pee-wee Herman always scared me. Something was wrong with that man.
Little odd, but he's funny.
I don't think there was anything wrong. I mean, there was one thing. He got busted for trying to get a guy to jerk him off at a porno theater once.
Ooh, worse than that. What is it? Reuters or whatever posted something about CP today. Like he got like some kind of CP charge.
He got busted for. Really? I don't remember that.
If you just, it was on Reuters, I believe it was.
Shit.
I saw an article.
Pee-wee Herman. You can't say that on YouTube?
I don't know. I just didn't want to.
Inside Pee-wee Herman star Paul Rubens Sinister.
The charges were dropped.
Charges ultimately dropped in exchange for Paul pleading guilty to a lesser charge of possession of an obscene image.
So he had something. It's just that he pled out.
He was rich.
So
that's what happened.
Yeah, that kind of bothered me a bit.
That is raw. Yeah. He didn't have any children. There's a red flag.
How old is he?
70. So he was about a piece of shit. Greg Arias says they raided him but did not find child porn.
But he had something obscene. What qualifies as obscene?
I don't know. That is kind of a weird.
Obscene content.
Weird deal. Helgi Pee-wee pederast. That's got a ring to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
He got busted with someone's sex tape, and it was a minor or something like that. ROTC talked about it today. Okay.
Oh, of course they did it first.
Of course ROTC got to it. Of course. I felt bad. I sent Mersh. They were talking about his boxing. He's hitting the heavy bag. I was listening to ROTC today. And he was talking about how he just got wrist wraps. I think he meant hand wraps, but maybe he just got the wrist wraps to brace his wrists. And he was like, oh yeah, and then I do 10 minutes straight. And I'm like, no. He's got to do like 3 minutes on, 30 seconds to a minute off, and then go in rounds, and you can go a lot longer.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to send him an Amazon link to a quick like at-home boxing clock you can have that you can set for 3 minutes. And
you can probably get one on your phone.
well, I fucked it up because I sent him the really expensive gym one. So he's like, well, dude, I'm not going to spend that much money on a clock. I'm like, what a cheap fuck. I sent him like a $30 thing, and I looked, and it was like a $200 fucking gym timer. I'm like, oh, no. That's one you use like in a boxing gym when you have like a room full of people and they need to hear it. If you put that thing in your house, it'll blow your fucking eardrums out.
So you made an oopsie.
I made an oopsie because he wrote me back. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, what a dick. I'm just trying to help. And then I look, I'm like, oh, yeah, I fucked that up. My bad.
Are we all just talking about how we box now? Is that what we do?
Everybody should box.
Everyone's just boxing.
And boxing is a beautiful sport. It's a great way to get your cardiovascular health in shape. It's a great way to, lose some weight. It's a good way to learn how to like fight and defend yourself. It'll give you more confidence. I can beat the shit out of anyone who doesn't have a pedigree in any kind of combat sport. Now, once they say that they do it too, I'm like, okay, now this starts at 50-50 and only goes down from there.
You come home with injuries all the time.
Not all the time. I just come back sore and hurt all the time.
Broken for the next 24 hours.
Not specific injury. Well, when you're teaching people, sometimes when they're not throwing punches, you sometimes got to go back to the ropes and let them throw so they get comfortable throwing. And yeah, you got to take a few on the arms then. And sometimes at 36, the elbow will be a little iffy afterwards, or the shoulder might be a little out of place, but you bounce back. You come back the next week. Hobo Chili Recipe with $10 says, do I get a ticket? Also, nice shirt, t-shirt, dickweed. Does that come in men's sizes or just extra medium? Talk about highlighting your breasts. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Does that get him in?
Technically, it's 15, but Hobo's a generous guy, so put him in there. I'm sure the 5 is coming somewhere else. Put Hobo Chili in. I can't say no to Hobo Chili.
Never say no to a hobo.
Guy throws in like $10 every day, $2 at a time. What can I can't say no to the fella. Did I get everyone in here? Yeah. Wait a minute. Another one from Samuel. Get Samuel in there once again.
Thank you, Sam. Hi,
just
Sam.
Threw another 20 at us. Thank you very much. 15 on PayPal or Streamlabs, 20 on Super Chats, 15 on Rumble. If you want to qualify for the $250 drawing and get 2 of the 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. Nicky Fruit Loop, renewing his membership, says, I should have made a funny like Hobo Chili Recipe does. Well,
Thank you, sir.
It's never too late to start.
You know where our stickers are showing up now since it's fair season?
Where's that?
On derby cars.
That's right. There's one guy that like wins the derbies he goes into, and he's got a steel toe sticker right on his car.
It's wild.
Yeah,
card.
wild card.
Mindy sent me a picture yesterday.
Great fucking job, buddy. He's always winning at these county fairs and shit.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like seeing that.
Zen Rhino says, boxing is so 2000 and late. It's all about pickleball now.
See? Get your cardio in that way, too.
Yeah, I gotta get into pickleball, I suppose.
You get your little arm motions in. Whoop.
I'm always late, right? Always late. All right. Laughing Lions. Oh, they're talking to each other. I'm sorry. Nothing more dangerous than a new boxer, says Michael B. Yeah, the new one. Well, yeah, that's actually true because the new ones you go in with and you take it really, really easy on them because they're brand new. But they're in there trying to knock people's head offs to prove they can actually go. So you're like trying to corral them a little bit. You're like, yo, I'm not going to let loose on you. You're barely keeping your hands up high enough to protect yourself. Quit fucking trying to take my head off, you piece of shit.
Maybe I should get in that class and beat your ass a little bit.
Just throw haymakers.
Seeing as you can't really hit me since you're the teacher, I'll just fire off a little.
I will say that's the weird thing about new guys is I like to build up the new guys. So, like, I don't want to sit in there and just beat the fuck out of them for throwing a little too hard of punches. So you just kind of got to weather the storm and make them miss and hope they don't clip you with some crazy shit. By the way, Rupert, yes, we did get Rupert in, did we not? Yeah, right, you're in, buddy. Thank you very much. Matthew Jenkins with $20 over on YouTube. He wants in the drawing. Thank you very much. Loki Wolf Whisperer says, if you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, try some downhill mountain biking. Dude, we watched that shit. That is insanity.
That's like a quick death for me.
That
is a quick death.
How that guy didn't die in that video we watched is remarkable. And by the way, did you know we got a copyright claim on that one?
No.
For playing that?
We played it for our boy in Maine who made our offering plate.
Yeah. And and YouTube, they threw a copyright claim at us. It's not a strike, but a copyright claim.
It's mountain biking.
Zen Rhino says new boxers are like white and blue belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They go 125% when everyone else is going half speed. Right. at least half speed. Or at most, I should say half speed. And yeah, they're just fucking going for it. I'll stick to riding mountain bikes on sidewalks, says Kenneth. Yeah,
I mean,
probably quite a bit safer.
that sounds fine.
All right, well, we start our stories here and we take a break from letting people know how they can qualify for the big drawing tonight. Where are we at?
25. Well, 26.
26 of you qualified for the $250 drawing tonight. So thank you very, very much for jumping into that. And again, we get to 45. We just throw the rest over to the morning show tomorrow. And anything over 60, we do two $250 drawings. Raz of Chaz says, let's do this shit. He's in the $250 drawing.
Thank you.
So it's now 27 people. Yeti Flyer says, second year in a row, the anniversary show lands on a friend's wedding.
It is during wedding season. We've got a couple, too.
You and I are going to have to
threading the needle.
Work something out for that state fair, too.
What do you mean work something out?
Because our weekends are all it's only on 2 weekends. I forget about that.
We're going.
Yeah, but we got to figure that out because one of them, our friend of ours decided to have a fucking wedding during one of the weekends.
Is that during one of them? Well, then we got to go the next one.
September 2nd, right? That's the wedding?
Better idea. Oh, we might be hungover, though. I was going to say we go to
Sunday.
His wedding and then go Sunday.
Because you have Monday off because
we're down there already and we're spending the night.
That's right. We're in Lakeville, not Stillwater.
Damn.
Okay.
Last time we did this, by the way, didn't we go to like some Vikings thing or something, end up sleeping at our buddy's house and then going to the state fair, and it ended up being a 2-day drink-a-thon anyways?
No, we went to the state fair first.
And then went to what?
And then we
had a pool day the next day.
We had a pool day the next day.
Oh, it was a 2-day drink thing anyways.
That was a 2-day drink. All right,
now
well
it's
then
just wedding and state fair.
Let's do that then.
Let's see if we can spend the night at our buddy's place the second night.
Perfect. There you go.
We got it planned out. They don't even know it yet.
Nailed it. Yule Gibbons says weddings aren't once in a lifetime these days anyways. Go to their next one.
That is true. The first one's always practice, right?
Yeah, first one you can skip. The second one's the fun one. Meat drapes with what?
This is awkward because it's your second but my first.
Yeah, you don't get a second one. Sorry. You got to do it right the first time.
Damn
you have
it.
to learn from my mistakes.
I was really hoping for a second chance here.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I'm taking the kids with me to my next one.
Okay, all right. That gives me motivation to do well. Meat drapes with $20 says, "Let's do this shit." All right, let's put meat drapes in the drawing. Why does Aaron have a black wedding ring? I wanted a wedding ring that had wood in the middle.
Show it up close. It's really nice. It's
a beautiful.
It's got a wooden inlay in the middle and then cobalt around it.
Carlos Cameo says you could go gamble at Mystic Lake the second day. No. That's the day of the Renaissance Festival. We're going to do the Mystic Lake.
Are we really?
Well, I think that's the plan. We got free rooms at Mystic.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I haven't been there in forever.
Might as well jump.
How long has it been? We've been really good this year on not going there.
We have. We've been very
I think
responsible.
it's been all year we've missed it, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, huh?
Hobo Chili Recipe says, wow, worst wedding ring ever.
I was in such a rush before this because I had a few other business items going on. I forgot mine. It's there in spirit.
There's a statement. Miss,
it's in spirit.
Miss, you got to do 2 marriages anyway. It looks like she's on her way to number 2.
I got to take the ring with me, too, though. It's nice.
Mr.
I'm kidding. I kid.
I'm going to need that to pay for the divorce. Mr. Approachable.
Thank you.
Qualifying again says, for finally getting the name right, I'll take a second spot. Well, there you go.
Oh.
Perfect. All right.
This is nice. Thank you.
We got a bunch of people qualified. We up to 30 now?
29.
29. Almost to 30 people. Hobo Chili now saying that's a wonderful wedding ring from QVC. You have taste, young man.
Hey, I bought that ring for him. It was no QVC ring.
Hobo with another $5 over on Rumble says, here's an extra $5, you money-grubbing whore. I hope you get a paper cut from the $5 that causes catastrophic failure to your bloodstream. Too far?
Ooh.
No. Tasteful.
You're going to get a MRSA infection in your hand like that chick in SVU.
That's true.
She died in like 48 hours.
By the way, on our way to season 12. We're on season 12 now.
I don't know how. That doesn't make any sense.
Of Law and Order SVU. Did we sleep through the cunty black police captain they had for a while?
I don't
Or
remember
have we not got to the
captain.
black? She's Haitian. The Haitian chick, we haven't gotten to her yet.
Ooh, I don't know.
She looks, you know what I always thought when I saw her, when she took over for Cragen for a little while? I always thought clitless. She looks clitless. Like they cut it off.
Like Voldemort, but for clits?
But like they ripped it off when she was young.
When did you see that?
That's a guess. She just has that look of someone who had their clit removed as a child in some shithole. And that's just kind of what I went with. I'm like, that's why she's so joyless and angry and awful, is she had a clitendectomy.
What do you do if you don't have
in
one?
Haiti? You just kind of.
What do you do?
Just kind of bounce around in life, hoping somebody hits the right spot in your cunt.
By the way,
I think that's about it.
Nobody should be taking over for Cragen. I like him.
I got bad news. If we get far enough in the series, we're going to lose Maloney. We're going to lose Floric. We're going to lose Belzer. I think you even lose Ice-T at some point.
It is sucky.
Cassidy will come back at some point.
I had a thing for Cassidy, by the way. I hate that he looks so different and cheesy in like the Allstate commercials, but he was hot back then. I totally would have.
Theodore Roosevelt says, I stopped watching SVU after Stabler left the show. I did too.
He doesn't look so bad today, by the way.
Oh,
you told me he looked nasty. I looked him up one more time. He doesn't look bad.
Christopher Maloney looks like
No, he
Elias
doesn't.
Koteas now.
No!
Yeah.
I refuse. He looks nice.
Christopher Maloney and Elias Koteas are they're quite similar at this point in their life.
Somebody in the chat brought up a really painful question for us. He said, if you two were to divorce, who gets Gordy? And I'm like, oh my God.
Me.
It would have to be Aaron because the kids would be heartbroken.
You don't think Christopher Maloney looks old?
No, he looks fantastic for however old he is.
Well, what if he's only 52?
I don't think he's 52.
I mean, I'm sorry. That looks like a... And there's nothing wrong with it. He is an older man. He's allowed to look like an older man, but that's an older man. An older Irish man, by the way.
I don't know if you know this. I've been historically into Irishmen and into old men.
That is an old...
Like, so he checks all my boxes.
That's an old rotting leprechaun.
He's checking the boxes.
Oh, man.
Leave me alone.
You have terrible taste now.
Yeah, you too.
April probably loves this picture.
I do.
Yeah?
See, anytime.
You like that one?
Why are they doing that? Did they actually kiss?
She started pigging after menopause. I know
Leave
it
her
happens,
alone.
but...
Every time those two like get within a centimeter of each other and they do that thing where they play like they're a couple, I'm like,
why not?
would it be this hard for you guys to just do that?
Some of the best chemistry in television history. Those
Yes.
two.
Oh God,
Right
yes.
next to Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad.
And Ice-T and Belzer.
That's true. They were hot. I wanted them to fuck. Why Ice-T and Belzer didn't fuck? I don't know. Mel Gibson, after 12 beers, says Elias Koteas will always be Casey Jones. He will, but he'll also be the scumbag rapist in Shooter, too.
Ew.
I mean, he was a pretty good scumbag
Don't be
in
that.
Shooter.
No graping.
62, Christopher Maloney.
That's a great 62.
Looks like an Irish tomato to me.
You're just anti-Irish, and I don't know why.
I just look at him.
I
that's all.
really, I saw Grinch Girl backing me up on that, too. He's hot. I totally would.
All right.
Maybe that's the second marriage.
Zach Braff and Sarah Chalk for best TV chemistry.
Disgusting.
I would say that Zach Braff and Donald Faison had better sexual chemistry.
Actually, yes.
Greatest romantic chemistry between an interracial grouping on TV. Zach
Interracial?
Braff and Donald Faison in Scrubs. There you go. Christopher Maloney isn't Irish. He's French, Canadian, and Italian.
Yeah, where'd you get Maloney in here Irish? I don't know why.
Maloney.
Maloney is not
Beepity
Irish.
boppity boop boop boop. Boopity beep 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 beep. Beep-a-da-da-da-da-da. That's how guineas talk to me. Whenever I hear these Dagos yapping their gums, I just hear.
Whenever he's on the phone with Gino, that's actually all he hears.
That is how he talks. He's always drunk, so he sounds that way. Okay, so he's not a rotting Irishman. He looks great for his age. John Cetera, he is though French Canadian. That means that if his career does not go well, he will indeed fuck a moose. That is impossible. You would need a ladder to fuck a moose. Yes, while it is true you would need a ladder to fuck that moose, I would find that ladder and I would fuck that moose. It's prize night, everybody. I have difficulty watching Christopher Maloney after that episode of Oz where he snapped a guy's neck after getting a Hummer from him.
Oh, God.
He will always be Freak Show to me, from Harold and Kumar.
I have never seen Oz, and now I'm afraid to.
Aaron's problem with the Irish, maybe it's all the drinking and cussing and fornicating while being poor. Yeah, they do a lot of all those things.
Are they always poor?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of...
What's his face? He might not be a good guy, but he's pretty much one of the richest guys ever.
They don't have a lot of skills, the Irish. They're relatively talentless
Where
people.
did your hatred of Irishmen start?
I think it's my Germanic nature. I feel superior to all other Europeans.
Half of me is German, and I don't feel, combative towards
that's that
them.
passive Swede side of you. Just let everybody come on you. The Swedes. They're fucking weak.
So do not.
Weak people. They had a good run as Vikings, and then after that, a bunch of twats.
Aaron thinks all Irishmen have like small wieners too.
It's called the Irish curse for a reason.
I've never heard of that.
It's called the Irish curse. Check it. Look it up.
Do I have to look it up?
Low-key Wolf Whisperer says, Rick and Michonne from The Walking Dead is the only interracial relationship that I can think of. I'm trying to think of other ones. Best on-screen chemistry, Triple H and HBK. Aw,
I'm
that
trying
one
to
is
think.
very cute.
Why is it so hard on the spot to come up with like TV relationships?
Zen Rhino, best interracial couple on TV, the neighbors from the Jeffersons. Yeah,
Okay.
not Lamont, that's Sanford and Son. God damn it, I can do this. I can do this. The son from the Jeffersons and his white wife. Motherfucker, if I scroll down in the chat, they're going to tell me who George Jefferson's what his name was. I feel like it starts with a C. Suck my ass.
Is that his name?
Probably not. No lie, the Irish are the N-words of the white race, says Mel Gibson after 12 beers.
Why?
They always have been. They always have been.
Why am I so blind?
Because women are stupid. Kip Smith says, so Husey is a piece of shit. Giant piece of shit. I love Husey, but he's a piece of shit.
See,
He's a good guy. He's a total Irish piece of shit.
I don't know what to say about him. He's fine. He's a good boy, right?
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Just an Irish piece of shit. I mean that with all due respect. It's the best they can do. Loki, that's the other thing. People think I hold it against the Irish. I don't. I accept them.
It's not their fault. You think they're just little sad, downtrodden people?
I accept them for what they are. A bunch of fighting, bog-trotting, drunken potato farmers. And that's totally
you love
fine.
potatoes.
I know. I let them farm them for me. Donald F. is qualified twice for the drawing. Thank you very much.
You.
Tin the Toolman Taylor is qualified as well. He says, your French-Canadian sounds like a Downsy Russian.
Thank you.
I haven't nailed it down. I'm sorry. I will. I'll get to work on it, though. Hobo Chili Recipe with $1.99 says, Krauts are gross. More news at 11.
We're at 32.
32. Wow. So you guys are getting close to that threshold. Thank you very, very much.
Whoa.
Hey, April, you can see Christopher Maloney naked in Oz, and he's big.
Boy, howdy. That's the next show we're watching. What do you say?
I don't need to see Christopher Maloney's cock.
You know what surprised the hell out of me lately? Speaking of cocks,
Go ahead.
I watched the movie Wild Things for the first time a couple weeks ago, and you end up seeing everything that is Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Like, you see the entire naked Kevin Bacon, and that guy's hung.
Kevin Bacon's dick.
And he's like a little dude, and I wouldn't have pictured him to be
Kevin Bacon strikes me as a guy.
Is.
Kevin Bacon strikes me as a guy with a good dick on him.
That was a big dick.
I'll give you guys that, I can think of two guys from the cast of Cheers that I would think don't have real big dicks. Woody Harrelson, Ted Danson.
Frasier's got a big cock. Right?
No, I'm sorry. Woody Harrelson would have a big cock. Kelsey Grammer, small cock. Ted Danson, small cock.
I don't know what to think of Kelsey Grammer.
Small cock.
What about David Hyde Pierce?
Remarkably average penis. Like, you would see it and you go, that just looks like you could pull that dick off of him and just put it on someone else and it belongs there.
I have to double check something before I get myself in trouble.
Lionel, by the way,
think
from
I'm
the
right.
Jeffersons. Lionel Jefferson. Fuck.
Give me 2 seconds.
I knew that one. Carlos says, as someone who's been to Ireland, I can confirm they drink in ways that make Wisconsinites look sober.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. They're talking about the best chemistry on TV. Someone said Owen Hart and the Mat. Kyle says, best TV chemistry was Heisenberg and his meth. He did love it. He loved it so much. He cared so much for it that he had to be with it before he died.
Wasn't David Hyde Pierce in Hellboy? But this is telling me he declined to be credited for his Hellboy role because he felt it was the performance of Doug Jones and not his own voice.
Well, then maybe
So he voiced that blue character, but he didn't claim it. What the hell? That's kind of strange, right?
Are you okay?
No.
T. Jefferson says Eastern Promises if you need to see all of Viggo Mortensen. Probably got a dick on
Viggo
him.
Mortensen, huh?
See, April's dick crazy now.
Eastern.
I'm gonna have to hose her down before bed, otherwise
Promise.
nobody's getting any sleep.
Viggo Mortensen's kind of hot, from Lord of the Rings and stuff, but I didn't know what else he's in. This is helpful.
There you go. Eastern promises. Meth is an aphrodisiac. Change my mind. Da-dee-da-da. Oh, I'm sorry. He meant this. All right.
You just read it, though.
I did da-da-dee-da-da. That's what I did. Okay, boys and girls. Yeah, I've heard Eastern Promises is actually a very good movie.
Never
All
heard
right.
of it.
15 PayPal, 20 Super Chat for 1,000 entries to our $250 drawing, and 2 of these beautiful 5.5-inch vinyl stickers are yours if you qualify for tonight's drawing, which will take place in about an hour and 15 minutes. The VIP drawing will do that or the members drawing will do that first. That will be in 15 minutes. If you want to become a member before then, very easy to do so. Thank you. All right. Let's start with, should we start with Dog Guy from Japan?
Yes.
We'll start with Dog Guy from Japan, then we'll go to Ilhan Omar. So a couple of dogs on tonight's show.
Which one's hotter?
The Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Much tighter asshole. The Ilhan Omar thing is just basically racism. I mean, that's all. It's just straight up anti-white shit
Jeez.
she's spouting. Yeah. And again, only because she gets away with it. I mean, nobody calls her on it. Her own party. You got to remember, she comes from the party that calls racism on everything, but they also never call out their own side. So you can get away with saying whatever racist shit you want if you're Ilhan Omar. I mean, she said shit about the Jews that would get anyone else fired. She said shit about white people that would get anyone else fired. But they allow her to do it because, she ticks the boxes of intersectionality.
Didn't her own constituents boo her at several speeches or rallies or whatever?
Yeah, but they don't vote against her.
I hate that. Don't be
Don't
against
boo her.
somebody and then don't boo somebody and then vote for her.
D-Luke is in twice for the drawing tonight.
Ooh,
Thank you very much.
Dear.
D-Luke, so you said we're at about 30.
That makes 34.
Oh, 34. Jesus, fuck. All right.
You want to double count lest I be retarded.
Very good, boys and girls. No, you're fine. You're being very defensive about your counting. Let's watch this Japanese guy who dresses up like a collie. Not only dresses up like a collie, it's one thing to be one of these guys who dresses like a dog and does dog play and that shit where you just put on some ears and a tongue and one of those weird face mask things and you whip each other. The thing about dressing up like animals and fucking each other is I'm fine with it as long as you don't feel the need to show me. The problem we're having with permissive attitudes towards sexual proclivities nowadays is that everyone feels the need to show everybody. And believe me, I'll take your word for it.
What if I wanted to be a creature?
I'll treat you like one.
So you'd be fine with it?
I'll keep you in a cage. I'll
Okay.
feed you raw meat.
I want to be a capybara.
All right. I'll fuck you like a capybara. Does anybody
He doesn't
know
even know what that is.
how to fuck a capybara? Aren't they those big rectangle-looking mammal things?
I only said that because in the movie Why Him, there's a picture in there of humping capybaras.
Well, I mean, figure that out.
They're odd-looking creatures.
I could treat you like a goat, and then every time I yell at you, you have to fall over like a retard.
Oh, a fainting goat.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
Did you hear our bit today about if there was a Tyrannosaurus Rex-sized goat? If they were to clone dinosaurs, but they fucked up.
You have to
and
understand I do things during the show.
They didn't make a Tyrannosaurus Rex. They bred it with a goat to put the DNA in there.
Yeah.
But what happened was they got a goat that was the size of a T-Rex. So in our segment today, the T-Rex would be walking around buildings in New York, and we'd go, "Hey, knock it off!" And he'd get scared, and he'd just tip over and wipe out the stock exchange. Yeah.
I'm for it. That sounds kind of fun.
We just go, "Hey, you, quit destroying Manhattan!" And he'd go, and then just wipe out everything.
What if I wanted to have sex while wearing a silverback gorilla costume?
I will not be able to control what I call you.
It's part of the fun.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, then you could just dress like, I'm not going to, you know what? YouTube already doesn't want us on their platform. I'm not going to give them a reason.
I like,
All right, hold on. There you go. She was a good tennis player. Trey Walls with $15. Sorry. Put
You're
him in
an
there.
asshole.
Put him in there as
You know
that.
what?
I'm not going to say his screen name
I'm putting
now.
you in there twice because you've been
All
abused.
right. I'm not going to say his real name now or his screen name now.
I
because
literally
said
put
the
you in there
name
twice because you've
on
been
the thing.
abused.
I'm sorry. You're getting 2 entries for the price of 1 because I'm a fucking idiot. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'm really sorry for what just happened.
Hulkamasha Baby letting us know you grab a capybara's nose and give it to it from behind. Well, see, now I know.
Do you know what a capybara looks like?
Yeah, they're a rectangular-like mammal.
They have like a T-Rex dome in a weird way.
Yeah, they're weird. So anyway, the Japanese guy who made a full-blown collie suit and spent 20 grand on it should be locked up.
This is not okay, right?
Yeah, you can't have this person walking around the street. I mean, it's too
uncomfortable.
It's too much this. Like, I don't even want this, let alone like AI. Like, AI's too far.
Problems.
Really realistic suits are too much for me. So let's show you guys. This is the Japanese man. And this is also a great example of why you shouldn't nuke countries.
It screws with their brain cells.
Right. You should just let them have their emperor and, their country and their culture and everything else. Because the Japanese brought us after the war like tentacle porn and now dressing up as dogs. And
they got hentai.
They were the first ones to have fuck robots. Yeah, and all the hentai porn.
Anime.
Yeah, the girls look 14, but they got the biggest tits
They're
you've
14
ever seen.
and they're getting, sexed by some like space alien.
Yeah. You can't be nuking countries.
Space alien robots.
When we decided we were going to scare the Russians and win World War II, like, I don't think we only considered the short-term effect. We didn't think of, are we going to fuck these people up forever?
Right.
And then we did.
And then what will they do to us? Someday?
Right. What will they throw back at us to get back at us? And here we are. And then, what's funny about us dropping the nukes on Japan to scare the Russians? We're like, hey, man, we're going to surprise the shit out of Russia, and we're going to drop these nukes on Japan, and they're going to know we have this crazy nuclear weapon. And then we said to Stalin, we're like, wait till you see what we do to Japan. He goes, the atomic bomb? And we, what? He's like, yeah, I've had spies in your fucking country. I know about the atomic bomb. And they did. And 4 years later, they had their own. We said we would have a nuclear monopoly until about the mid-50s or to the late 50s. Russia's testing them in 1949.
Yeah.
4 years after we did. It's just,
who's the joke on, really?
Really. So, all right, let's watch this Japanese guy who spent 20 grand building himself a doggy suit. It's too real.
Yeah, perfect.
See, this
I don't
not
feel well.
It's not okay.
There's like no expression.
Right,
It's too stiff.
there's no expression. He can't blink. Not that would make it good or
Yeah,
okay, but it adds an extra layer of creepiness to
I have
it.
questions about especially like his rear end, like the bottom half of his body. How
Right.
does he keep his back so flat
Yeah.
and like his
Can you
legs
butt,
a certain way?
Can you butt finger him? I get it.
No,
These are the same questions I have.
I do wonder that when I think about getting somebody on all fours.
Yeah, like can I penetrate their rectum, and if so, is it really an ass?
How many times can I roll them over on their tummies?
Right. When you when you have your thumb in someone's ass, they'll do pretty much anything you ask.
Ass.
One more time. Yeah, cool, buddy. Thank you.
Now, wait a minute.
You know
Now,
what?
okay, let me ask you something here. Who's worse, the guy who
Her.
spent 20 grand building the suit, or the woman indulging this delusion?
It's her. There's something wrong with her.
Isn't it amazing that white women are universally trash in any culture?
Yes, she has terrible fashion sense too. But do you see? Look at his dog's feet. Did he have his feet surgically sawed in half or something, or how'd they get in there? Somebody talk to me.
You see where the fur is? That's where his hands are. So the heel of the hand starts back here
What about
and
his
goes up this way. His
feet?
feet are back here.
That doesn't look like enough real estate.
That's why he looks all scrunched up. Look at how the dog's all kind of like walking side to
Yeah, I
side
don't like it.
that.
You're gonna have such chiropractor bills.
It's the least of his worries. This guy's a mental patient.
So is she.
You're worried about him getting his back cracked. This guy doesn't seem too keen on leaving that suit anytime soon.
Does he take poops? Does he poop?
Do you want an answer to that question?
I do actually.
Do you?
If you pretend to be a dog all
You
the
gotta
live
eat it,
long
too.
day, Oh, you do have to eat your poop.
You got to shit and eat it.
Ooh.
Sorry, dude. You wanted to do it. You spent the 20 grand. You got to commit.
Now it's 2 dogs, 1 cup.
Are you good?
No, he's not good. He's a grown man in a fucking dog outfit.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
This looks like a robot, kind of.
Dog, don't go close.
I hope it eats the
Dog,
entire
don't go
face.
close.
He's scared. He's scared.
What is this person doing with the camera?
He probably hired a film crew to film this, and now there's
You're-
some Japanese lady just hiding behind a bench.
There's so many problems with this.
There's-
What would you rather have, AI or this?
I got to tell you, April, they're very sneaky photojournalists.
Oh,
They're remarkably sneaky people.
thank you for clarifying.
Do we get... Okay, I'm going to fast
Why-
forward and see if we see this guy out of the costume.
Do you know what this translates to me, though? This translates, you know how dogs, no matter where they go, get all the attention from everybody because everyone loves dogs?
Yeah,
This guy gets no attention at home, and this is his cry for help.
right. I want to see this guy. Please tell me he breaks kayfabe at some point. And we got a little tiny Japanese man.
I do need to see what he looks like.
Nope, he's not.
That's $20,000 right there.
Yeah, then you kind of don't want to see him out of it. Like, if you spent 20 grand on it, you better be in that thing a lot.
I hope he showers in it.
It's just...
Can you imagine how sweaty you'd get in there?
Yeah, I'm a sweaty guy. But like the glorification of that level of mental illness is a problem to me.
Yeah, but we have to accept everybody now, no matter if you're a furry or a dog person or a...
I've actually
know.
I've actually made a cultural decision on my part. I am going to die not accepting everybody.
I think I will too.
I will pick and choose who I accept, and there are certain things where I'm like, look, and by not accepting, I mean like I'm okay not being around that. Like, you go ahead and do what you want to do. You live how you want to live. You know, right track, baby. You were born this way. All that happy shit. I'm going to stay away, thanks. No, none for me, thank you. For example, I don't like lima beans. I don't,
God.
but I don't have a feeling against lima beans. I don't want anyone who enjoys lima beans to be harmed in any way. I believe they should be able to live their full life. I don't go around lima bean fields just stomping the shit out of them. I just let lima beans be lima beans, but you don't force yourself onto my plate, please.
Do you know how long it's been since I thought of a lima bean? I used to eat them as a child all the time.
Sorry to bring that
And now,
back.
as an adult, I replace them with edamame. I find it so lovely.
Yes.
But why lima beans?
No, continue with your great story of
I hate
edamame
you.
and
I do.
lima beans. No, we were all intrigued. We wanted to hear where this was going.
I was like,
You don't eat lima beans anymore. You eat edamame. How has this made
I
you
was
feel?
befuddled for a second because
Sure.
I'm like, holy shit, I haven't thought of a lima bean
Yeah.
in a coon's age.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's take it to that. Coons. I don't really want to... Ben H. says, love this show. We'll have to make a plan to go to the anniversary show next year. You're going to love next year's anniversary show.
Thank you, Ben.
Let's put Ben H. on the drawing list there. April?
I did.
Put him in. Oh, look at you.
I saw it a while ago.
Look at you ahead of me on all kinds of shit. All right, let's do a little quick refresh here before we go on to the next story. Let's put Laughing Lions in the drawing. April, we got to be pushing 40.
Thank you.
Pretty close there. April's doing a quick count, and then we'll move on.
38.
38. All right, 7 more, and then we start counting everything towards tomorrow's goal. Thank you, guys, very, very much. 15 on PayPal, $20 Super Chat, 15 on Rumble, 50 on Venmo. And if we get to 60 qualifiers for the $250 drawing, we do 2 drawings tonight of $250. And everyone who qualifies for those 1,000 entries also gets 2 of the 5.5-inch vinyl steel toe stickers, a value of $16, $20 if you count shipping on our store. So you're getting your money back regardless. If you write to us, get us your information, we send you those 2 stickers.
You're actually about to do the members drawing.
Oh, shit. 3 minutes until we draw for... I was going to do VIPs first.
You said members.
But if you're not ready, then... Oh, okay. 8 p.m.
Tardo
members.
bean?
Well, thanks
Yeah,
for...
screw lima beans. Tardo beans are in.
keeping me ready. All right, let's go to the Ilhan Omar thing. Ilhan Omar was doing an interview for Al Jazeera, and she had to throw her Muslim Brotherhood a little white meat. And by white meat, I mean trashing the shit out of white people. And I'm not usually one of those guys who does imagine if she said this about, black people kind of thing. But in this case, it is so clearly obvious. It is so clearly, openly, antagonistic towards white people. That I do have to kind of play there's no way you could get away with this, but with anybody but white people pulling this shit. This stuff we're about to play for you.
White people take everything now.
But you know what? One of two things has to happen. Either other races got to harden the fuck up and just everyone's allowed to be criticized. It's okay. Everybody can be criticized. Or white people got to start sticking up against this shit and
Would be nice.
Fighting fire with fire and going like, no, you know what? You can't talk about us like that. You're fired too. Now, I don't want it to go that way. I don't want everybody getting fired for saying racial shit. I hope we could live in a world where everybody can make the observations they want to make, and we're all grown up enough to know if we want to, if we want to engage with that or not.
I completely agree with that take, but I also don't agree with the take we currently have, which is white people need to take their lashings for everything.
Yeah, I mean, look. I didn't even get to swing the whip, so fuck that. I ain't taking any lashings.
That's kind of what I think, too. No white person alive today was that guy.
First of all, if you come from, if your family immigrated here from Europe in the late 1800s, you probably didn't have anything to do with slavery in general.
No, you didn't.
Now, if you're, old Southern aristocracy and a certain particular religion that tended to have a higher percentage per capita of slave ownership, which we won't talk about on this program today, then maybe you got to feel a little guilt.
Look,
but
just because I've got beautiful blue eyes and natural blonde hair doesn't mean I hurt anyone.
But us, my German people didn't come here till about the 1890s, and my Swedish Norwegian ancestors didn't come here till 1905. So,
What are you, cool?
I'm just new money, that's all. Oh, so let's watch Ilhan Omar and the quick 15-second clip of what she said on Al Jazeera.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country.
Oh, yeah? How the fuck is the country you came from doing? A lot of whiteys there wiping each other out? The country we fucking plucked you from so that you could be a congresswoman?
Thank God you said it.
So that you could achieve? How's that country doing? I mean, that country kicked out all the white people. They must be completely free of any death or murder or anything like that.
No violence of any kind.
Yeah. And by the way, to say that, white people in America, they're responsible for most of the crime. We'd fucking better be. We're 70% of the population.
I would like to see that statistic.
If we're 70% of the population, we'd better be 70% of the crime rate. Here, what percentage of crime is committed by white people?
You know what I bet it is, though? It is going to be white people with the majority, and it's going to be like white-collar crimes. That's the thing. It's not violent.
Oh, Bureau of Justice statistics. Black people were overrepresented among persons arrested for non-fatal violent crimes. Huh. Interesting. 36% of those arrested for serious non-fatal violent crimes. That one says black. I want to know white people, though.
Yeah, where are the white people?
Yeah.
Where are the white people at?
I'm trying to find out how much crime these whiteys commit is what I'm trying to figure out. Simply put, males commit much more crime than females. Well, yeah, we'd fucking better.
That's normal.
Okay. Oh, the Sally Cohn, this liberal woman, tried to say that white men account for 69% of violent crimes. That turned out to be false.
Bro.
But at least 69% would reflect our percentage in the population.
But I wonder if she only says that because of our percentage in the population.
According to the Bureau of Justice statistics, white men and women were arrested for 60% of all violent crimes.
In 2012.
That's the latest data we have on this.
That is 10 years ago.
What percentage of the U.S. is white? 75.5%.
I will also argue, though, a lot's changed in a decade, I bet.
But it doesn't matter. 75.5%, 60% of violent crime. I don't know, Ilhan. I got to tell you, that sounds like Whitey's behaving itself pretty fucking well.
You're welcome.
It sounds like we're behaving. Now,
I'm extra because I'm a lady.
why don't we go ahead and talk about Somalia?
Uh-oh.
How about that? You know, that country that we tried to go in and feed because the warlords were stealing all of your food that we were sending to you because you guys were starving each other in a civil war? So we said, well, you know what? Honestly, Black Hawk Down, Somalia was one of the few times that America actually just tried to do a nice thing, you know, with no strings attached or anything like that. Usually if America does something nice overseas, it's a fucking bullshit thing so that we can control something. And with Somalia, it was just legit the entire world looking at this country and going, oh my God, they're all going to wipe each other out, murder each other, and starve each other if we don't fucking do something. So we went in and we went to give food. So we sent aid workers in the little vests with the crosses on them to let the warlords and the militia know that, you know, hey, no harm here, just giving out food. The militia would raid the food supply trucks, steal the food at gunpoint, and use it as weapons and say, if you fight for our militia or you send your boys with us to fight for our militia, we'll feed them. You'll get food and your family will get food.
Sickness.
And if you didn't fight for them, well, you can fucking starve to death unless we kill you first. So our military went in with the UN peacekeepers and said, the Marines are coming in. They're going to distribute this food. We fucking dare you to touch a United States Marine. And the Somalian militia were not stupid. They didn't fuck with the Marines. So then we got the food distributed. Things got a little bit closer to back to normal. So the Marines pull out. Robbing the food convoy starts again.
At least they didn't cream pie them.
Fair enough. We've all seen the videos. So then we decide that we got to get this Mohammed Aidid guy, the main warlord in Somalia. So we do the Black Hawk Down mission, trying to get Aidid. And the whole thing blows up. The streets of Somalia rise up against us. The fucking people trying to get the guy who's starving your children and family members, and you're fucking shooting at us. Suck my dick. That whole fucking country, we should have never gotten involved.
No, not at all. It wasn't our place. Like, for some reason, the American way is always, oh, I can fix it.
Right. But here's my
can't.
So
Stop.
that's my problem with someone like Ilhan Omar, is you have the fucking gall to go on Al Jazeera, a foreign TV network, and talk shit about white Americans when fucking white Americans stuck their neck out more for you in the shithole that you came from than you ever have any of us. So please fucking spare me how evil I am when this country and a lot of people who look like me reached out to help your pitiful country at a time where you guys were wiping each other out in record numbers. A genocide was going on.
You know what else makes me sick about it, though, is there's white people out there that'll watch what she said on TV about white people, and they'll be like, oh, she's right. We are really mean.
To have
just broken, beaten down little spineless people.
To have the white Western world jump in there and try to rescue her country and then allow tens of thousands of her country people to come over here and we throw open our doors to them and then to shit in our mouth like that.
Hand them all the free stuff they could ever think of.
That is
I've seen it. I lived with it.
That is a chicken shit coward move right there, is what that is.
That is terrible.
Toolman Mike says, Aaron jumping on the rumble horse and lighting the YouTube shed on fire as he rides away. Look, if you can't talk honestly like this on a platform, it ain't a real platform, as far as I'm concerned. Well, at any rate, I went past that first drawing, so we got to do our members-only drawing. The Ilhan Omar thing got me all fired up.
Pick a member, Aaron. Make it a girthy one.
Pick a good, strong member. By the way, someone was saying that they didn't trust that 75% number. They're doing this thing now where they're starting to count Caucasian Latinos as white in America, and that's kind of bumped. It was down to 60-something, and then in the census, they started going, well, wait a minute. since like 30 to 40% of Mexico is white, it's Caucasian, we got to count the numbers properly. And so like a bunch of Latinos got boosted to white. And so
Well,
now we're at 75%.
And are they
again.
counting those people that are crossing the border, by the way?
Well, some of those are native Mexican backgrounds. Those aren't Caucasian. Those are like, natives. But then the ones that came from Spain.
Just curious if they're including it in the numbers.
Latino. Those would be Latino numbers. Yes. Just want to make sure I'm all caught up on the chat. I mean, I'm not caught up on the chat, but I just want to pick a few out. Greasy N-word over on Rumble with $2 says, is you telling old Greasy that Negroes ain't to be trusted or relaxed around? No. Just Ilhan Omar.
Just that one.
Just Ilhan Omar. 199 from Tim says, pick me.
Thank you.
I have to go onto YouTube here, and I've got to grab
It's not
the
YouTube.
member list. Yeah, I got to grab the member list.
I was thinking of the wheel.
From YouTube. Yeah, and then I got to set up the wheel. Thank you guys. About 300 people watching at the moment. YouTube, Rumble,
Thank you.
Facebook, and Twitter. We appreciate that. 300 is always the good number for the evening shows. Okay, we also have, again, the $250 drawing coming up, and we're at, what was that?
Oh, God, 38, I think.
38. All right.
Yep.
All right, 38. And if we get to 45, everything else goes towards tomorrow. And if we get to 60, we do 2 drawings. So let me figure out how many members we have here. And once we get to our members, we had some new ones today. So we got to make sure I'm doing this right. Is it at 6 something? Let's see. That's about, 580. So we got to go to 580 is the number. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That is as of yesterday. So we got to go back here. I think there it is. 609. We have 609 members.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Let's get the wheel set up. Random number wheel. Here we go. So we have to go 1 to 609. 609. All right.
Whoa.
Let's put it up on the screen and see what number we come up with. Ready, boys and girls?
I'm ready.
This is $100 going to one of our members.
There's so many of them.
There are a lot of numbers in there. What did they end up on? 535 is the winner. Now we have to go in and find out who 535 is. So here we go. Let's go to the very end. 535. So this would be 601. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 up or 2 down is the winner. One more, it would have been Corey Adam.
Oh, weird.
Being the winner. So 1 up or 2 down is the winner. Now, last month, we did say if the person who wins the members drawing does not contact us by the next one, we would do 2 members drawings. Unfortunately, guys, for the rest of you, the member from last month did contact us. We did get them their prize. But 1 up or 2 down, you do not have to be present to win. But if you do hear this and you hear your name 1 up or 2 down, all you have to do is contact us, claim your prize, and if we do not hear from you, then we have to throw a second members only drawing on for next month. That's how it's going to work.
I can't give you your prize if I don't hear from you though, and that always makes me feel bad.
So 1 up or 2 down. We'll also reach out on the Facebook pages and everything else for you.
I do. Check Toe Boys.
We will look for you and see if you're there, and we'll get you your prize. If not, everyone's going to be part of a second drawing next month. Okay, let's check out the $250 drawing. Looks like Josh H. is in. And Scooby Jooby Joo says, I found a spot for a couple more steel toe stickers. Well, there we go. April, I believe that puts us at 40.
Yes.
40 people now in for the $250 drawing. 1 up or 2 down won the members drawing. So VIP drawing is going to be in 20 minutes. And then
Okay.
in 48 minutes, we're going to have the $250 drawing, $15 PayPal, $20 Super Chat for an entry to the $250 drawing tonight. And with that, you get your 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. Thank you, everyone. And by the way, nice to see that member number going back up because we're on the week where we got suspended. So the week after we got suspended, the week of our suspension, our members' numbers took a giant shit because we couldn't have shows on YouTube. Oops. But now they're going back up again this week as we catch up with that week. So that's really nice. Thank you guys for becoming a member on this channel. It does have its perks. The members only shows, the $100 drawings, the emotes. It's all very cool. Skip to My Lou says, congrats again, or contacts again for stickers.
You have to find me. That's April M. Holt on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Aaron's Box on Twitch. I will be out there. Somebody put my info in the chat.
Yule says, I thought you had to be present for the member drawing, but not the VIP. We changed it about 3 months ago. Here's what happened. Somebody who won the first drawing, but wasn't here, contacted us and felt really bad that, I felt really bad that they felt shitty about not getting the membership. So we went to the audience one prize night and we went, what do you guys think about just keeping it the person we draw the first time instead of drawing 6 or 7 times some nights? And then, hey, if they don't grab it, we'll just do it twice the next month and you double your chances of winning. People were okay with that, so we decided to do it that way. But nobody's missed out on their members drawing yet. We've never had to draw twice.
Nope.
Cotty says, your guy's attitude is infectious. Thank you. Fuck the hate. Yeah, it just, to mire yourself in that negative shit too much, it's just not a good, you forget how to live a real life when you do that stuff. So thank you. We're glad that we have an audience that appreciates that sort of thing. Diglett says, how do I claim my gift card? What's the Steel Toe Morning Show email? April Imholt STMS at gmail.com. There we go.
Yeah, I guess you guys can email me too.
There's one of them. That's a good way to do it. Okie doke. Let's continue on then before we get to the VIP drawings. If you want to qualify for the, we're just about up to our 45 maximum for,
Yep, it hit 40.
To go to tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for that. We got to check in on our 2 favorite mental patients tonight.
Ooh, how do you pick just 2?
Amanda Bynes and Bam Margera.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got updates on the both of them. Now,
We left Brittany out.
we did. She's hopeless. Completely hopeless.
Can't be a favorite.
So Amanda Bynes has been locked down on 5150s twice now in the last month or 2.
Yeah, found her walking naked in the streets.
And then like a couple weeks ago, she just, she had a breakdown?
She must have had a breakdown. Somebody brought her in.
Yeah. Cooter Soup Instruction says Amanda Bynes can still get it. Really? Because the face tattoo and the septum piercing doesn't do it for me.
Not for me.
Yeah.
What is above her eyebrow? What is that?
It's either a piercing or another tattoo. But look, back in her and by the way, I bet you if you took that septum piercing out, I bet you she cleans up pretty nice still.
If she'd stop looking like such an emo high schooler. Yes.
No, or a drug addict.
She's
mentally ill
stuck
drug
in a
addict.
weird place right now.
To say the least.
Yeah, that's saying the
She's
least.
stuck in a very weird place. But like you were watching that Amanda Bynes movie the other day.
She's the man.
She's the man. And aside from that being the cringiest, like most
It was
awful,
terrible.
hard to watch movie.
You can't just tell people that I was watching that. I was folding like a marathon amount of clothes, okay? And I was watching these douchey movies that were from my like middle school years. Like She's the Man and John Tucker Must Die and all that.
Sure.
And Mean Girls. So I wasn't just watching it for funsies like I usually
Really
do.
fucking bad. Really bad.
God.
And but she was cute.
Yeah, she's not my type.
I didn't say hot. She's cute. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be worse in terms of child stars who are a mess, but not much worse. She's ditching outpatient care and going back to inpatient care. And this time she's trying a new mental health treatment center as she continues to work on her illness. I do have to give her a credit that I can't give Britney Spears and I can't give Bam Margera, and I won't shit on her as hard as I will those two.
Okay.
And people might say, oh, Aaron, you're soft or you're phony for doing this. But I want to explain myself. I want to tell you why I don't think Amanda Bynes deserves to be shit on as hard as Bam or Britney. She's making an effort.
Yeah, she is. She's staying in treatment.
She's recognizing that she's unwell and she's trying to get better. She's just all kinds of fucked up. I mean, her experiences with Dan Schneider, I'm sure he did shit to her. I'm willing to bet that Dan Schneider probably did something morally, if not criminally wrong toward Amanda Bynes.
Okay.
And just Nickelodeon producers in general, if the track record is to be believed, may have damaged this girl possibly beyond repair. We don't know. But, you know, there is a ballsiness in acknowledging it and at least going in and working on the shit. Britney Spears won't even acknowledge. She'll swear to God that everyone else is the problem.
Yeah, it is true that acknowledging that you personally have a problem is probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people just live in that denial stage for forever.
Right. And like Britney Spears, what's his name? Bam Margera. Like, those two blame everybody else for their problems, swear to God that they're the normal ones and everyone else is crazy. But Amanda Bynes is going, oh, I'm a fucking train wreck. I'm a mess. Not only do I need to go into a facility, because a lot of people will just do the outpatient and be like, look, I'm trying. She's like, I need to get off this outpatient shit and I need to physically go in and I need to try a new kind of therapy because what I've been trying isn't working. Like, if you're involved in your treatment, I have a better feeling about you improving.
Yeah, I agree. What's her face? Lindsay Lohan made it out of her problems, actually. Yeah. She rebounded.
Mike Tyson,
Career-wise,
somebody
no.
pointing out Mike Tyson was, we were sure Mike Tyson was dead for, probably from like 2000 to whenever The Hangover was. We thought Mike Tyson was a dead man walking for sure. He was on everybody's death pool, and he pulled himself out of it, man. Hopefully Amanda...
Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve-O, yeah.
Steve-O big time.
It was a terrible mess, and he's okay now. Robert Downey Jr. A lot of people thought he was going to die until Iron Man. P.A. Cheddar says she knows she has a mental illness and wants help. Yeah, it's hard for me to shit on her.
It is now because she's at least making the effort. Now, before the treatment, when she's just naked in the streets of L.A., that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
That's like low-hanging fruit we could go for.
That was odd behavior. But
sorry.
Look, she's trying to fix it. Cotty says 33-year marriage failed 2 weeks ago. Dating in 2023 isn't worth the quality of ladies. Cotty the monk. You'll find one.
I'm sorry.
33-year marriage. So what are you, in your 50s? If you make good money, you can find a good-looking, still tight chick in her mid-40s.
Take it from me. Girls love chicks a little. Or, wow.
They love chicks. Girls love chicks.
Girls love dudes a little older than them. So,
yeah,
you've got hope.
You'll find a stacked bitch in her 40s. You know what? Find a stacked bitch in her 40s that had a kid young, and the kid's gone.
Yeah, the kid don't. If you've got kids out of the house, don't go back to having kids in the house.
Right,
I
yeah.
would say.
Just one kid session, in a life. So, yeah, find yourself. That's
a
what
hot
you do.
40-year-old, right?
Find a
They're out there.
46-year-old that had a kid at like 22. And then now,
That's doable.
Yeah, now the kid's been out of the house for a while.
She'll never ask for it again, clearly.
Exactly. You can pump her full of splooge and nothing's going to happen.
What is spaff?
Spaff.
We can't stop watching.
Bachelor pad covered in spaff. Dorito crumbs all up in my bath. I love Norman Payne. It's my favorite MC.
The Northern Boys.
Yeah, Skeezy says, is it just me or does it seem like none of those mental health care things actually work? Look, I have my skepticism towards therapy. I have my skepticism towards mental health, the way we treat mental health in this country. It doesn't seem to be working. So I think that some of it can be a racket. But at the same time, if you're Amanda Bynes, I put it in this realm. Can't fucking hurt. I
have a hard time making an opinion, I guess, on like crazy people, mental illness. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a therapist for like personal life problems, I guess, and turn it around, but not because I was crazy. So I guess I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah, I'm skeptical of it, but I think if you're such a fucking mess that you're like Amanda Bynes, go to therapy. Like it can't hurt.
It can't hurt.
It can't hurt to talk about some of your shit.
you might land on something, just one little stroke of luck that changes everything.
Yeah.
Just through talking.
Brittany says, I only date younger. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you were...
Who now?
Wait a tick. I thought you were a taken broad. That Brittany.
She is.
Saying she only dates
She's
younger.
with a redhead.
Yeah, but you know, past tense, you only dated younger.
What if he is younger?
She ain't
What,
dating.
you can't go on dates with your man?
You know what she meant. Gotta watch that one. Not a lot of single 40s left out there, says Dave S.
Get the high end of 30s. Maybe some of them don't want kids.
You know what? We'll find you one.
I mean, what? You're 36.
Yeah.
There's got to be some chicks your age out there that don't want kids anymore.
I'm an old wreck. Yeah, there's got to be some reclamation projects sitting around at my age.
Were you not a reclamation project?
Oh.
Just wondering.
Bachelor pad covered in spaff. Dorito crumbs all up in my bath. That was me.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey of Norman Payne. Now I know why I like that guy so much. I can relate.
I like his voice better than PK, but I like PK's physique better.
My weekly tithing to the AA Church. That's from Mike's Tool and Nail. Thank you very much. I'm going to put that towards tomorrow, buddy. That was
Thank
just
you.
him being very nice.
Thank you.
There we go. We're about 50 in to tomorrow. We had a new member tonight, too, so I got to count that. So
Love new members.
Yes, so we are, no, you don't.
You do.
We are $50 into tomorrow's goal. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, I can't really shit on Amanda Bynes too hard.
Good for her.
Good for her for trying to figure shit out. I also want to say I have no confidence.
I hope she makes
going
it
to work, but I hope it works out well.
I hope you're wrong.
Do you remember when Bam Margera made that awful rap song where he trashed like Steve-O's skateboarding?
Mm-hmm.
Because, that's really that's how you get back at someone.
It's what we do now.
You rip on a 50-year-old man's skateboarding prowess. So then Steve-O made a video as looking like a 50-year-old man. He's starting to age. He's led a hard life. And he then showed flashbacks. He's like, oh, you say I can't skate anymore, Bam? And then he made these, he showed this collage of these videos, these montage of videos of him as clearly a younger man.
Yeah,
Skateboarding very well. And it
good.
was kind of a funny thing. Do you think that Bam Margera took it as a funny thing and like a ha-ha? I'm just trying to, because what Steve-O's ultimately trying to do is mess with Bam to calm him the fuck down a little bit.
I'm going to say that Bam probably took this as a personal slight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a look.
I know that's a hot take.
Let's see how Bam Margera handled the good-natured ribbing from one Steve-O.
Jolo.
Yeah.
He never did a rail slide.
Fuck, Steve-O again.
He never did a rail slide. Not to mention, he is the definition of a mob kickflip. Jim Greco invented it. He said if you do a mob kickflip where you don't kick your foot out and you do it so mob.
You guys are 50 years old. You shouldn't be critiquing each other's skating, Bam. You should be talking about, Steve-O doesn't have a good retirement plan account.
Well, Bam's wearing everything he owns right now. I don't know what the hell is actually on his head and his hands, but he's in a Bentley.
And by the way,
wearing whatever that is.
In the driver's seat of a Bentley, sounding remarkably sober.
Super sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another red flag for me. I'm like, I don't know if you should be videotaping this.
I'm glad he's behind the wheel of a vehicle in the shape he's in.
Aren't
and
you?
that's the real tragedy of Bam Margera. He's still very wealthy.
Right. Look at him.
Yeah.
He can afford it.
He's still very wealthy, and so money can cover up a lot of mistakes, but he was worth like $25 million 10 years ago, and they say he's worth like 5 to 7 now. So it is going away. It's kind of like he's got enough money, and he's like 50 years old, so he's kind of got enough money where you're like, all right, there's a real chance, like, what expires first, Bam or the money? Like, he has probably 10 to 20 years left on the money. Is he going to make it?
You used to talk about that a lot on the show. Like, I don't know which one it is, him or the money.
Because he's got
It's
enough.
hard.
He's got enough yet.
Well,
But
he's blowing money fast, though.
yeah.
You should kick it away because people claim that that's the worst kickflip ever. So watch Steve-O's first clip of his video, and that is called The Worst Style in Skateboarding. You gotta have style.
Pause this.
Yeah, bro. Listen, my 50-year-old ex-friend who had to ghost me because I couldn't stay clean. You can't kickflip, bro. This is a gay insult if you're 17, Bam. I will say at 50 years old to be able to get your foot up on the steering wheel like that.
That ain't him. I was going to say that's his punk-ass friend over there with his foot on his Bentley's steering wheel.
Here's another reason I know Bam Margera's high as a fucking kite. If your junky buddy is sitting there with his foot on your Bentley steering wheel, you snap that ankle like you're Kurt Angle.
Bet your ass. If you put your foot on my Silverado steering wheel, you're in big trouble.
Not quite a Bentley.
You're in big trouble.
Yeah. You got a Bentley? Wow. I can't remember the Kid Rock line. And trucks with gold plows. Something, and trucks with gold plows. You got a Bentley? Wow. I got something, and trucks with gold plows.
You just look whimsical sometimes on your face.
Yeah. He's rolling lakes. He's rolling Lake St. Clair in his 40-foot Donzi. Mm. You probably didn't know that about Kid Rock.
I do now.
You do now.
No.
They say he's cocky.
Oh.
And he's like, what? It ain't bragging, motherfucker, if you back it up.
That's true. I've heard that before.
According to the poet laureate, Bob Ritchie, a.k.a. Kid Rock. So that's the latest on Bam. His buddy tried to make a funny, clearly a joke skateboarding video of clips from him when he was younger. And Bam Margera is such an out-of-his-mind junkie. He's like, nah, it was bullshit. He's terrible. He's fucking... Bam, that wasn't him.
He's never done this or that.
Bam, that
he
was...
doesn't have this.
That was him from a long time ago. That wasn't him really kick-flipping, Bam. That was him back in the 90s. Kick-flipping.
I'm with Stevie J. Was he wearing a trash bag on his head? What was that?
He's an addict.
Who are you, sir?
He's an absolute addict. It's just, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do with a guy like that. It's just, that was his last chance. The Lamar Odom thing was his last shot, and he blew it. So let's all just get ready for the death pool. Let's watch it and see what happens.
Poor Lamar Odom too. Like that guy's like turned his shit around big time.
Oh,
That's the whole reason he has rehab facilities.
Yeah. Another guy who was dead.
He was dead.
Yeah.
He had kids. He had a Kardashian. He blew it all. And then now he's living again.
He was gone. Did you know he has more, Kid Rock, you didn't know this about him. He's got more money than Matchbox 20, and he gets more ass
Thank God for that.
And he gets more ass than Mark McGrath.
That should be true.
Yeah. But you didn't know that till now. Roots Ghetto Maxer says, hey guys, Aaron, you look like you're coming off a bender as usual. Very unprofessional. April, you look like you at least tried tonight.
Thank you, Roots. You know what? I'll try for Roots any night.
Mel Gibson, after 12 beers, says Bam and Opie are Eskimo brothers. They are. They have.
No way.
Yeah, Opie's wife used to date Bam Margera.
No.
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that?
There was a big thing in Opie and Anthony lore that there was a sex tape between Opie's wife and Bam. Now, I don't believe that was true, but
please,
that's
I need more.
That's a thing.
I need more of this.
It's a thing that they put out there.
I don't know what Opie's wife looks like or anything.
Very, very attractive lady.
I had no idea that she had a thing with Bam.
Yep.
I have to imagine that if you're one of Bam's exes, including his current ex-wife, like, there's a level of shame that you were with that guy.
If you ever get a chance to listen to Opie melting down over the sex tape on Opie and Anthony, it's pretty legendary. He gets in a fight with Anthony over it. It's not the grape fight, but it's pretty good. Anthony's trying. It was one of those weird things where Opie's being way too serious about the sex tape story in some gossip rag in New York. And Anthony's trying to make jokes in between to kind of lighten the mood because Opie's making it remarkably uncomfortable talking about this. And Anthony's making jokes. And Opie, like, just fucking snaps at him for making jokes. And he's like, could you not fucking, yeah.
Kind of wish we could watch that right now.
I can fast forward to, like, the clip.
I feel tickled in a weird way. Like, I had no idea.
Opie versus the made-up Bam Margera sex tape. Yeah, this is 2 hours and 20 minutes. No, we gotta.
Somebody said Opie's raising Bam's kids.
Opie versus Anthony on-air fight. Yeah, here it is. Here's their fight.
Back with the Opie and Anthony show as follows. Greg Opie Hughes of the Opie and Anthony 92.3.
Yeah, I guess Chauncey Hayden on some free gossip rag in New York that, you pull out the little paper thing and you grab one of the, it's like City Pages, kind of. named him the asshole of the week for there being a Bam Margera sex tape.
Oh, no.
K-Rock radio show. The lowest radio morning show in New York City.
All right,
Dopey Opie never bothered to pick up a copy of Stepping Out. I wouldn't even know where to
So
pick.
Opie is Stepping Out was the name of the publication. And Opie's just reading this on air and just airing his personal grievance.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony's just trying to slip jokes in. And
I understand.
Opie yells at him.
All right. Do what you want.
Here. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Where this is the only thing I'm mad at. I mean, you could call me asshole of the week. You could say how like people that used to work for the radio show hate my guts. Whatever.
All right.
Talk all you want about me. I don't give a shit. But what really is pissing me the fuck off is this. He says last week.
So to
I
show
would be
you,
mad too. Look at that picture.
so to show you, there's a picture of Opie and Anthony to make it funny. Just goes, what I'm really pissed off about? What, the picture?
Off is this. He says last week. Paige, do you really want? I'll just.
Dude, I'm just trying to fucking around.
But you know what? Sometimes it's a real moment. Just fucking go with the real moment.
God.
You're not going through this fucking bullshit.
Dude, I've been through so much fucking shit involved in this show. Lighten up. I'm trying to
not
fucking
lightening
keep
up.
it light.
I don't want to keep this light.
All right? Do what you want.
There's no reason to keep this light. You
Do
know
what you
he-
want.
You know
Yell
he's
at
a
me, throw headphones at Jimmy. We're
Anthony
the
should take the day off now.
Fuck this thing.
This was, what was it? 6 years before the show actually ended.
Oh, and they were already fighting.
Yeah, they were already. And then a year later, they had a giant fight like this. Like, the fact that that show made it to 2014 truly is remarkable.
Wow, we
They
have a
made it
little
that long.
spat once in our career
Yeah.
together, and oh my God, divorce.
Oh, they're getting divorced.
Give it time. 6 more years. See?
See, we got 6 more
6 years.
I
Damn.
didn't, first of all, I didn't throw the. I already explained that I didn't throw the head.
You're fucking
I didn't throw the. I didn't throw the headphones at fucking Jimmy. I explained.
Fucking dick to us because you're pissed off at this
No,
fucking
no,
douchebag.
because you're.
And we're assholes now?
Dude,
Bullshit.
you're uncomfortable in making jokes.
You never saw Anthony get worked up on the air at anyone else. Like, he never got mad at anybody. So you really got to be a cunt to get Anthony this level of riled up because, as he's
think
always
so.
said, he avoids confrontation.
Does not like it. I've noticed that about him.
Doesn't like confrontation. And so for him to be like, fuck you, you know what? I'll fucking leave then. You really have to get on his nerves. Badly.
It's not a time for jokes. That's all.
Dopey show.
Well, it's
That's
not
why.
fun right
I
now.
throw in jokes.
It's not fun
I'm
right
letting you
now,
get the
Anthony.
info out.
Oh my God, I just had a brilliant idea for a weekly show. And I either do the show with E-Rock or I do the show with Anthony. Or we have a different O&A guest every week. And we get an inside perspective. Like, you know how you have that Conrad Thompson who does those wrestling podcasts with like Jim Ross and Eric Bischoff and Bruce Pritchard?
Okay.
And he goes through a certain event in wrestling. And since Bruce Pritchard was there, he tells you the inside scoop on what was going on. I do a show with E-Rock or Anthony, and we pick one classic clip of the Opie and Anthony show, and I ask them questions and take listener questions that week, and they give us the inside scoop on what was going on in that moment in Opie and Anthony history.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
That might be a show worth doing. Because there's a lot of fights and a lot of stuff where Anthony or E-Rock would be able to shed some light on it, and I could I would just host the thing. I would just host the thing and be like, like Conrad Thompson does, like, chat me up on this. Opie and Anthony, they started fighting over the grapes. What did you guys know something was going bad, like right away? Chat me up on this. And then that's it. And then E-Rock goes, and I just ask questions. I don't have to be the goofy guy. I don't have to be the funny guy. I'm just the straightforward question guy.
Okay.
I like the idea of this show. Oh, Kip Smith already trying to name it O&A Q&A.
Wow. I
Yeah.
don't hate it.
O&A Q&A. I don't hate it. Honestly,
Gears are grinding.
whether if E-Rock wanted to do it or Anthony wanted to do it or both of them wanted to do it different weeks, I think that's a great show to do.
It'd be pretty fun. Yeah.
I'm contacting E-Rock
I'd listen.
tomorrow. I won't call him tonight, but
You're not going to call. I almost said something else. E-Rock right after the show. You're not going to call him?
no.
Oh.
But that Granite City says, Matt, I'm out. Garbage idea, in my opinion. What if we recorded it and we just released it on a Saturday?
He doesn't like online shit, as he said.
That's fine.
But you're watching an online show right now.
It would be separate from the Steel Toe show. It wouldn't be the Steel Toe show. It would either be, I mean, shit, E-Rock and I could do this as a compound show.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Why wouldn't it be?
Very, very interesting. Granite City, don't worry. We wouldn't do this as like part of the Steel Toe umbrella. We would
Don't worry, you don't have to look at it.
I'm pitching the
He's
idea.
a feisty little man.
I'm pitching the idea to E-Rock, O&A, Q&A on Compound Media, and I host the show, but the stars of the show are either Anthony or E-Rock.
I hear you.
I'd almost like it to be E-Rock more, and I'll tell you why.
Obviously,
he was the behind the scenes producer guy. So Anthony's going to have a bias because he's Anthony of Opie and Anthony. But if I have E-Rock sitting in the booth watching this shit from a third party perspective instead of being one of the two guys,
what about Jim?
I don't think Jim would do it. And I don't know him. Like, we've never spoken to each other.
Fine.
So I like this O&A Q&A on Compound Media. Something worth exploring. All right.
I wrote it down.
Anyway, we wrote it down. We'll figure it out. We're beyond the April. We need to set up the VIP drawing.
Oh, is that me with a tumbler?
And we have a new VIP to add in there, do we not?
I believe I've been keeping up with that.
Oh, you have? Okay, well then we're good. April's going to put the VIP drawing together, and we're going to do that in a couple of minutes here. I am going to contact E-Rock tomorrow and see if that's a show. Because E-Rock's a wrestling guy too, so he would know what I'm talking about when I say doing a Conrad Thompson style show, but with some of the more classic O&A fights and moments. That could be. I'd have to do my homework for that one. Because like if you guys don't know who Conrad Thompson is, he's a guy who does wrestling podcasts, but he has like Eric Bischoff and Bruce Pritchard, and they do shows. And Conrad Thompson will research dates and shit and clips, and here's what happened on this day. Here's what the attendance was. Here's what the card was. Here's what Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer wrote about the event. What was really happening, this and that. And like he's fucking meticulous. So I would have to do a show like it would have to be that quality. I know Kmart Ready says Coman Thompson, he stinks. He does a really good job. I can't shit on Conrad Thompson. That guy works his fucking balls off for those shows, and he does like 4 or 5 of them. That's hard to do. Like for this show, I do an hour and a half of gathering stories. I got a show prepped. We can do a pretty good one. It's so much more elaborate. Oh, Conman Thompson, he's calling him. No, I think it's a good idea. I think he does a really good job with those shows. Do the show, but dress up like Geddy Lee, you rascal. That could be, I like that idea of a show, man. If E-Rock would be interested in that. Oh, the things that just pop into your old noggin. Cock Diff, I don't doubt that, actually. So there is that.
I'm ready.
All right, are you ready? Let's do the VIP drawing. April, go ahead and spin that up.
It's a guy and his very attractive wife.
A lot of you gays are not acting like queers right now.
Homeless people are fucking assholes.
Stop.
Fuck.
All right, April, pick out a VIP, and we're going to send them $100. $100. Cooter Soup Instruction says Conrad is a credit grifter, ain't he? No, he's like a mortgage guy, I thought. All right, let's see. Shannon Litzinger. Do we know who this?
Yeah, that's your whole name, I guess. But yeah, that's her.
Well, that's what she made her name
I think
as.
she's kind of recent.
All right, so this is a kind of recent one. There we go. Shannon is the VIP winner. Now, we have all the VIP's information. So that means that we can just send it off and get it to her. There we go. She is the winner, $100.
Congrats.
Roots Ghetto Maxer says, Aaron, how you pulled a piece of tail like April is fucking unreal, you slob. Look, man, I can't. I get it. I understand, but I'm a good guy. What can I tell you? I'm just a good guy. I'm one of the good ones, buddy. $15 PayPal, $20 Super Chat for 1,000 entries to our $250 drawing tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal 15, Super Chats 20, Rumble 15, Venmo 15. We are at 40 people in that $250 drawing right now. So if you'd like to enter in, go ahead. We've got 15 minutes until we do the drawing. So you have 15 minutes to get in there. There's the links on Rumble, the links on YouTube. I'm sorry, there wasn't as much excitement for my idea. There were from a few people as I'm excited about it, but I want to pitch that to Eric and see what he thinks. I would be really excited about doing a show like that.
The idea is in its infant stages.
Yeah, it's
relax.
It's an embryo, and I will not abort it until E-Rock tells me to.
Until it's past 6 weeks, right?
Right.
Aaron actually likes his embryos to grow before he aborts them.
I want to see what April thinks about this one because she's kind of a lesbo.
Yes,
and
I am.
She's very fair. Kate Beckinsale.
Hot.
She was, was she Resident Evil? Kate Beckinsale?
No, I thought wasn't she the Van Helsing chick?
Yeah,
No, maybe she was Resident Evil. That is the same chick, yeah.
Kate Beckinsale movies. Okay, I never saw any of the Resident Evil movies.
You're right.
Underworld.
Oh, God. Resident Evil was Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich. So she was Underworld,
Okay.
and then a bunch of other shit. Like she did a lot of movies, more than just Underworld.
She's Van Helsing,
Pearl Harbor, Aviator, Van Helsing.
She's ridiculously hot.
Alice Through the Looking Glass, Last Days of Disco. Then a bunch of other movies. There's one with
a swastika.
Yeah, One Against the Wind. She must have been a kid in that one.
God, just swastikas right on the cover.
So Kate Beckinsale, also didn't she date Pete Davidson for a little bit?
Not that I know of, but maybe.
I think she fucked Pete Davidson for a little bit.
God, I hope not. He looks like he smells bad.
So she turned 50 years old recently. And for her 50th birthday, she decided, you know what? I'm feeling good. I feel attractive. I'm going to wear some sexy clothes.
Yeah.
Now, at 50 years old, this can backfire on you terribly.
It sure could.
You could look like a 50-year-old.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley, who is what, 54, 55?
She's 50-something. All I know is she's hot.
She got a weird thing for her son, though.
I don't like the son thing.
It's creepy.
She's always naked with her son. I don't get it.
Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Unless you're Corey Chase. You really can't be doing that sort of thing.
What?
Corey Chase is one of the big, I think, MILF porn actresses out there.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I don't watch porn for the name. Sorry. This is Dirk Diggler.
So Kate Beckinsale dressed up in a leather Playboy bunny outfit.
Okay.
At 50 years old, and I'll let you guys decide if she should have kept it in the closet or if she's I guess she had a reason to wear it. Let's see if we can get just Kate Beckinsale in there. No, we can't. We'll just get one with her friends then. There you go. There's Kate Beckinsale at 50 years old in her leather outfit.
I'm all in. That by the way does not look like a 50-year-old.
She's in very good shape.
Remarkably good shape.
For a 25-year-old.
I would.
She's in very good shape.
She's hot. That's a hot picture right there.
I mean, that's her right now, just, dressed.
She looks good.
Fully.
Her face looks thinner than I remember in the movies and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look overdone.
No. Yeah, I'm for it. I think it's hot. I think it's fun.
I don't mean to be this guy. You can tell where they've spackled it on a bit. But look, she's 50. That's okay. It's fine. You're 50 years old.
I can tell where you've spackled it
on.
on.
Can you? Yeah, it's just cum. I told you that. I don't wear makeup. Her nose looks dumb. Here they come. Her nose looks dumb, says Guy Sartell.
If you're looking at her nose, you're gay.
What did she do to her face? It looks plastic, says Zen Rhino.
What happened to her camera?
It went dark again. It just, I don't know. Hobo Chili Recipe says, even though Pete has entered her, I would venture inside. Mel Gibson, after 12 beers, says, good enough for a Dickinsdale. Dickinsdale.
I get it.
Works.
Thank you.
Really hard to tell with all the makeup. Still hot, says Eddie S.
I think she's pretty hot.
Hulkamasha Baby says, I hope April looks that good at 30. Theodore Roosevelt says,
Thank you.
I'd spackle her face. It's a very sweet, romantic thing that you just said. LOS says, very nice, but she's no Selma Hayek. Okay.
I don't know. Selma's okay.
Well, let's take a look. Selma Hayek 2023. And let's see, because she's got to be past 50.
I think people really fixate on those tits.
Her tits?
They're pretty big.
Her big boobies. Yeah, because she kind of has like, how do I say this without being offensive? She kind of has hotel maid vibes about her and like Holiday Inn, not like high level. She's kind of a mid-level 3.5
And if
star.
I'm going to get a hotel maid, I'm going for J-Lo. So, Maid in Manhattan.
Yeah.
She's remarkably
Look, she
pretty.
looks fucking great.
She's great.
I think
She's
Kate
not my
Beckinsale
type.
probably looks better.
Yeah, this
That's
Selma
all.
chick isn't my type.
Look, people have said things about my preferences that are very offensive to me, that maybe they're racially biased, but
What do you mean?
I don't. That I only find white women attractive, which is not true.
I have a really weird, like, crush on this chick who's like a pro track and field star. She's a track runner. Her name is Sha'Carri Richardson. And I don't know
I
why.
already think I'm going to. No,
I
I got to
follow
keep
her
an
on
open
Instagram
mind.
and everything, and for some reason, like, I'm super into her, and I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. There's nothing
She
that
looks
attractive about her at
frightening.
all. It's more like I've watched her track videos and stuff, and she's such a star. It's
No
incredible.
offense, April. That looks like a guy.
I know. Right?
That looks like a dude.
I know, but it's one of those weird. I'm having a Marquise moment where I feel like I've fixated on this person so much now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't go back.
That's an issue.
Her Instagram looks good though. She's not hot. I don't know what the thing is. I've got a thing for her though.
Cooter Soup Instruction says Sha'Carri is fucking hot to me.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm not quite alone. She's a star too. She's not just like a. She's no slouch. She's good.
Optic Nerve says, Aaron, who's the hottest black chick you know of?
He said Saweetie's ugly last night too.
I just didn't like that she has a very thick linebacker
Pull
build.
her up. I think she's hot.
Maybe it was just the picture I saw. I don't know, but you know what I actually think is really attractive? The chick who took off all her implants and stuff.
Angela White.
Angela White, formerly Black China. I thought she was gross as Black
I don't think
China.
her face is hot.
I think she looks much better now.
You're gonna tell me Saweetie's ugly though?
See, now that doesn't look like the picture I saw.
Well,
This looks better. She's very cute.
stop making blanket statements before looking.
She's very cute. I don't know what
She
that one
is.
picture was. It made her look like Ray Lewis.
I think you were looking at Megan Thee Stallion.
Maybe that's it, because she does look like Ray Lewis. Well, find
Yeah,
me.
Saweetie's pretty cute.
She is a cutie. I like Nicki Minaj, too. Call me problematic. I like Nicki Minaj.
Is anybody else in the chat right now having a moment where they want to scream at Aaron for being such a hypocrite? You scream and bitch about the fake asses day in and day out, and she's got the fakest ass I've ever seen.
I'm
in
not
my
a fan
life.
of her ass. She scares the shit out of me. That's why I think I like her. She seems very threatening. What?
I don't understand you. I don't get it.
Don't ask me about black women.
I don't like fake butts, but here I really think Nicki Minaj is hot. What?
She's interesting.
No, she's not.
She's interesting looking. She looks fascinating. But no, that's
She married a registered sex offender, by the by.
You shouldn't do that. I am against that kind of behavior.
Her actual last name is Petty now.
Oh, like the race car driver?
His last name, her husband's last name is Petty. I don't know.
Oh, well, Kyle Petty.
No, it's
Good for
not
her.
Kyle Petty.
Oh. Deshante Penny?
No.
Probably closer. 2 times from Von Kaiser. Von Kaiser wants in the $250 drawing, and just in the nick of time. Nick of time.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. We got 10 minutes until we do that drawing. There's the instructions on how to qualify. 15 PayPal, Venmo, whatever. Streamlabs. 20 YouTube, 15 Rumble if you want to get in the $250 drawing, and also get to what do you call it? Oh, motherfucker. Get your 2 stickers. I don't know what the hell.
I don't know who this guy is.
I'm falling asleep.
If you decided to get in the drawing and get your stickers and stuff, or you got Stonies or Midland, or you want a drawing, please message me. Even if you've done it before, it's easier for me to find you. You'll get it quicker. I promise.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
She married Tom Petty?
No, she didn't marry Tom Petty.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just look it up?
They're saying Toni Braxton. They would give her white face. Somebody said she's old.
I would whitewash Toni Braxton.
Isn't she old as fuck? Toni Braxton.
I don't know.
I mean, if she's in her 50s. She looks good.
Halle Berry's obviously a hack answer, right?
And she's older now.
What about the chick from Boogie Nights?
Toni Braxton's starting to look like Robin Roberts.
What's the chick's name from Boogie
Oh,
Nights? I know her name.
I love her.
She's very pretty.
I
know her name too. I
Welcome
just don't
Home,
remember.
Roscoe Jenkins.
Yep.
I love her. She's my favorite.
She's great.
She's adorable. Nicole.
Oh, speaking of hot Nicoles that aren't white, Nicole Scherzinger, pretty hot.
She's not white. Is she not white?
Look her up. Are you kidding me?
That's a whitish thing.
Have you seen a Pussycat Dolls video?
She's like Armenian or something. She's a Kardashian-looking bitch. Yeah, she's cute. I've always liked her. Those girls were just straight up hoes.
I kind of miss. I told Aaron this the other day because everything is just shit now. I miss like the good old days of just pure slutty music, like the 50 Cent stuff and all
Christina
that. And
Aguilera.
Christina, just the pure sex music. I miss it.
Just
I
whore
do.
music.
Everything's just fentanyl and diamonds. I'm like, oh no. Just go have sex with each other.
You just want Pussycat Dolls just being complete
I do.
whores.
I want them grinding on each other. I want them to hurt from it. Like, I miss just purely sexual stuff. I don't like the fentanyl and the drugs and the and calling yourself a rapper.
What is her fucking name?
Ugh.
Nicole Ari Parker. I like her a lot. She's
What's
I
she
liked
look
her.
like today?
I liked her in Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Did you know she has a thing because she's very faithful to her husband that she doesn't kiss on camera? Ever since she got married, she does not kiss on camera.
Interesting.
She finds it wrong.
She'll have sex with somebody, but she won't kiss them. I save my lips for my husband.
No, the actress.
Yeah.
No, she won't do any sex scenes or anything like that. Go watch Roscoe Jenkins.
Do I have to watch Boogie Nights over again?
No, this was before this. She got married after.
I just
Boogie
watched
Nights.
it.
She got married after Boogie Nights.
I love that movie.
And she only kisses one guy in Boogie Nights. And ironically, the guy she kissed in Boogie Nights currently, I believe, in jail for murder or dead. One of the two. He's also the guy who played the #1 contender in The Great White Hype, Shabazz. The guy who married.
Not Cheadle, right?
No. Not Don Cheadle. The guy, the Pep Boys regional manager in Boogie Nights, who ended up marrying Becky Barnett, and she got out of the business.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that guy who played Shabazz in Great White Hype. It's Michael something, I think. Michael Jace, that's it.
Oh, I know that face.
Yeah, Michael Jace, I think is in jail for killing somebody.
As you do.
I could be wrong. It'd be funny if I was wrong and it was somebody else, and I'm just totally, I'm totally shitting on Michael Jace. Guilty of murder in wife's death. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, June
Lord.
2016. So about 7 years ago, he went away.
A non-white hot bitch, Sierra. She's still really hot.
She's all right.
Oh, she's not just all right. She's hot.
Oh, what about Judi Dench? What about Dame Judi Dench? No, you don't think she's fuckable? How about Helen Mirren? You don't think Helen Mirren's
not really a Helen Mirren chick?
Fuckable one.
Are you one of those Gabrielle Union guys, by the way?
Have you ever seen the Jamie Foxx movie that she's in? It's a very good movie. I enjoy it very much, but I can't remember the name of it.
I get bothered by her. She's one of those like activist-y people now too, and I'll say it. I had an ex that was like severely obsessed with her. I never got it.
Breaking all the rules. That was a really good movie with her and Jamie Foxx. Underrated film.
Well, thank God he's still
breaking all
alive
the
to
rules.
Enjoy too. But what I'm saying is, are you a Gabrielle Union guy?
She's all right.
No.
She's all right.
No.
Wouldn't go out of my way, but she's all right. What, you have something against Gabrielle Union?
I don't. Yeah. I think it's because, you know how you hate something sometimes more because of the fans than the person?
Fine.
I'm saying I had an ex once who was like severely obsessed with her, severely obsessed with Nicki Minaj, and severely into like a Megan Thee Stallion.
I think this is a personal resentment
and like
thing you have.
I never got it, but I always heard about it too much.
1-2 skip to my Lou says, who's the lady from Grumpy Old Men? She's sultry. That's Bye Bye Birdie, isn't it?
That's Anne Margaret.
Anne Margaret, but she's in an episode of Mad Men. Bye Bye Birdie.
She did a lot of really sexual stuff, and she is a hornball. I always liked her.
So we went through all this work, and the client still doesn't like it. It's a perfect beat-for-beat remake. Why? What's wrong with it?
Aaron, by the way.
And what did Don Draper say? She's not Anne Margaret. Or no, I think Roger Sterling said that.
Well, yeah, you can't can't try to mimic her. She is the Aunt Margaret. She's
Did they ever make that drink called Patio, or did that just become Diet Pepsi?
That song, by the way, is annoying as hell. Gets stuck in my head on
Bye Bye
occasion.
Birdie?
Yeah.
Patio. Okay, so Patio did get made. Oh, they really did make that commercial from Mad Men. Holy shit, that show was creepy accurate. Patio Diet Cola was a brand of diet soda introduced by Pepsi in 1963. It was created in response to Diet Right Cola. Fitness promoter Debbie Drake was Patio Diet Cola's spokesperson. The drink was also marketed as a soda alternative for diabetics. In 1964, Patio released orange, grape, and root beer flavors. Fuck me, I want some Patio.
Patio's a weird soda name.
I know. I just think of sitting out somewhere and having a fire.
Yeah, they tried to make that chick look like Anne Margaret.
Yeah.
Not it.
Well, that's...
Not doing it for me.
Okay, now I know they don't make it anymore, so you couldn't drink any of it because it's not going to be any good, but God, I want to fucking try that. Oh, the 60s had it right, at least the first half. Just kidding. Just kidding, everybody. All right, we got a draw for our VIP. No, not our VIP.
The qualifier, which we have 42 entrants.
42 of you. $2 from Hobo Chili Recipe says, did you just see J-Lo? I want something very bad to happen to you. Nothing violent, just a bad paper cut or twisted ankle. He's big on paper cuts tonight, Hobo Chili.
I feel like he wants to hold me down and spread my fingers apart and put paper cuts between them.
Laughing.
In
while
that
he does
webbing
it.
part.
Yeah, I feel like he would enjoy himself.
I don't like that.
Doing something like that. All right, let's go ahead and draw. What do we have, 42?
Yes, 42, but then everybody in the chat gets something too, right? These guys get extra.
The first 1,000.
How did you say that? I'm always confused.
They get the first 1,000. So we go to 42. 42, so that's 43,000.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we can only do 1 to 43. Well, that's fine because we'll do that 1 to 43,000. Perfect. 0 to 43,000. Perfect.
Are you saying perfect in a questioning manner towards me, or?
No, this will represent the 43,000. Okay. 0 will be the audience, and everything else to 43 will represent one of these numbers here. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's see who ends up being the winner. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here we go. And it is number 5. April, count them down. Who is number 5? Who wins the 250 tonight?
Ready?
Gotta be here.
It's a girl.
Okay.
Jive Turkey.
Jive Turkey ends up winning $250 tonight. Jive Turkey. So, let's wait. Where is Jive Turkey? Let's wait for Jive Turkey to get here. Don't worry, we'll do this again next month. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do smaller drawings throughout. We're going to do VIP drawings tomorrow night and Wednesday night, but we're going to give you an option, either a VIP package or $100 cash. We're going to let you choose.
Go.
$100 cash or VIP package.
That's
we'll do
fun.
$10 qualifiers instead of $15 for that. Where's Jive Turkey? Just throw something up for us. I mean, you're a VIP.
She did. She said thank you.
Oh.
You scrolled right by
Did I miss it again? Oh, there you go. There's Jive Turkey. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Jive Turkey.
Okay. I like Free says, I changed my name. I am here. It's worth a try, right?
She says, I'm buying my first home this week. This helps more than you know. Cash for sure.
All right. Well, $250 tonight then coming your way. Hopefully you can buy yourself a nice, what's $250 in your house? Vacuum. A really nice vacuum.
Well, even just some nice groceries. Fill the fridge with.
Fill up your refrigerator on
Exactly,
us.
I would. I didn't see anyone putting my info in the chat tonight. If you did, I'm sorry I missed it. But if you want your stickers, if you want any of your $100, $250, whatever, your Stonies or Midland, please contact me. April Imholt. I check my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook messages, my email just went in the chat right now. Aaron's Box on Twitch. Please talk to me. Yes. Thank you.
And congratulations on your first home, Jive Turkey.
Yes, congrats.
$250, like we said. I think you're right. That's the right way to go. Fill up your refrigerator.
I would put food in your refrigerator.
Fill up the pantry. Fill up the refrigerator. You'll have so much goddamn food, you'll gain 20 pounds.
It's just when you're trying to settle down in a home, it's nice to have some good food, like on standby.
All right, guys, we will talk to you again tomorrow morning. You guys are also $50 into tomorrow, so thank you very much for that.
Thank
and
you.
again, no evening show goals this week. We have a small VIP order right now and a small merch order, so we're going to pump that up with a couple giveaway nights the rest of the week, and that should cover what our goal typically is. So there you are.
There you go. Thank you, Yule. If you have questions about my contacts, they're right there in the chat.
Take it easy, everybody. We will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central with Johnny and I. I've got another great show planned for you, just like this morning, and April and I will be back tomorrow night for more